everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, here on Dork Tales. I'm your Dungeon Master, Kelly. I use he and him as my preferred pronouns, and I am very excited to be here today. I hope you're all doing well today. We have a fantastic game for you. This is episode 25, if you can believe it. We've been doing this for at least 25 episodes, if you don't count our session 0 and other episodes that we've done of our how-tos, but it's been wonderful sharing this quarter of 100 games with you. Folks, we're going to be getting into game in just a second, but before we do, let's say a quick hello to everybody, starting with Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I play Kelara Vingard, our human cleric of Mishakol, who also uses she, her pronouns.
Fantastic. Over to Chris.
Hello, I'm Chris. I go by Diggy Blogg in the chat, and you can find me exclusively on Dork Tales. I use he, him, or they pronouns, and I'm playing Godfrey Highvalor, the guy who smacks stuff with his sword.
Yeah, he is. All right, down to Robin.
Hello, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm second gen gamer in the chat. And tonight I am playing our lovely swashbuckling kinder rogue, Rizira Moonbrush. And I'm very excited to play with my egg.
Play with your egg. Oh God, don't raise it. Over to Cal.
No egg raising for me. Hello, I am Cal. I am Neo Cal in the chat, and I am playing Aurontiros Caledon, the Qualinesti elf bard. And and I use he, him pronouns, and I'm looking forward to finally meeting Lance with everyone.
Lance Bass, Lance Dragon, Lance Dragon Bass.
There we go.
Bass Dragon Lance. There we go. Finally, last but not least, over to Jen.
Hey, I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns. I'm Kelly Daniels in the chat, and you can find me here on Dork Tales or on my podcast, Paradox, Image of the Ascension podcast. But tonight, I'm going to be playing D&D, and I play Hazeal Nightgranite, our dwarven lunar sorcerer.
Fantastic. Folks, we're going to be getting game in just a minute, but before we do, I need to thank our sponsor for the night. Of course, that is Bookwyrm Games and their amazing Quest Chest. Do you like immersive games? Check out Quest Chest by Bookwyrm Games. Engage all senses by playing a fully system-agnostic module, complete with wax-sealed letters, metal coins, candles, and actual tea, as well as narrated voiceover and custom music to set every scene. Secrets hide in plain sight with ciphers and puzzles for your players to decode. The first 2 boxes are available right now on bookwyrmgames.com, which you can use code DORKTALES to save 10% on, or you can go to their Kickstarter, where there are 5 more, folks. These are high-quality products that you will definitely love having at your table. They are fantastic fun for everybody present, with consumable items and a lot of amazing secrets inside that'll help you basically run across between a module and an escape room for your players. You can go to the Kickstarter right now, which is still on for another few days, and check out more info at questchest.info and back the Quest Chest for us over on Kickstarter. If enough people do that, and Bookwyrm Games likes us, there's a good chance that we are going to be getting our own pirate-themed quest chest called a Chest Quest, which is going to be a booty hunt.
Are you serious?
I am so serious. You can't wait to see what is coming. You can also hook yourself up with some fantastic dice over at bookwyrmgames.com, where there are over 168. This ad copy is out of date because they have gotten even more dice since then, for everything from acrylic to resin, metal to liquid core, actual gemstones like the Mage of the Ascension themed dice that they sent me a while ago. You can get dice bags, you can get trays, you can get candy dice and scented candles. There are tons of mystery boxes there, and there's even a monthly mystical item subscription for you to use in your games. Reminder, go there, use code DORKTALES to save 10%, and if you are ordering $100 Canadian or more, shipping is free. You can't really beat that. So folks, go and check them out right now. Do it for us. And thanks to Bookwyrm Games. May you sponsor our games forevermore. I really appreciate it, and I hope the Kickstarter is going well. It looks like it's going swimmingly. The Kickstarter has already been funded, folks, so this is not one of those things where you're like, oh, I'm not sure if I want to back it because it might not be funded. It is funded, so if you go and back it right now, you will be getting your quest chests. And unlike some other Kickstarters who are a little disreputable, I trust these guys implicitly. Michael, the owner of Bookwyrm Games, is a fantastic person. We've had great dealings, and they're a really good company. So go support them. They're a little local Vancouver area company, and they deserve your love, support, money, and to provide you a great gaming experience. Thank you to Bookwyrm Games. And then, not technically a sponsor, but if you want to help Dork Tales, don't forget to join the Patreon, where you can get up to additionally 6 games a month, like the new episode of Hunter the Vigil Summons that just dropped today. You also get access to tons of additional games, like Robin's Panic at the Citadel D&D game, Jen's Technocracy Zero Sum game, the Strixhaven game that's going into season 3 in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks from now, actually, and so much more. Including on January, on July 1st, first episode, which technically the 0th episode, of Dork Tales, the podcast, Dork Pod, or Tales from the Dork Dimension, the Toddcast. We never really did decide what it's called. We have about 15 episodes of that recorded, and Jen is dutifully editing them with just way more patience than I have. So thank you so much, Jen, for all of that hard work. Please go support Jen by listening to her podcast, giving it as many 5-star reviews as you are allowed to by the system in every different platform, and request episode topics if you want to learn more about Mage the Ascension. And finally, if you are looking to wet your whistle like I'm about to, I suggest you go to Bones Coffee, where you can get cold brew cans now, as well as Spider-Man themed coffee that is off camera, and I'm not going to swing over to it right now because my web shooters are out. Use code DorkTales to save 20%, and we get a kickback of that. So every 20% you save, we get a portion of that back, and it is not small, and it's honestly the best coffee, the best flavored coffee I've ever had.
I got my parents hooked on it this weekend when they were visiting me.
It's that's fair. Yeah. Chester is the owner of Bookwyrm. That's fair. The dragon is. But it's really good coffee, guys. And actually, they included this in a I used the bad finger. I accidentally slammed my finger in a sliding door the other night, and I used it to open a can because I'm very smart. That's
what
not
is
nearly
that?
as... So it is their electric unicorn, like Fruity Pebbles cold brew.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what could that possibly taste like?
The internet.
It tastes like they didn't put any sugar in it, which is a little weird. I expected some sugar. That's why I made
I was
face.
expecting it to be like your pupils dilate, and you're
Didn't
like,
you
let's
get
go.
one of these?
I
Do you want me to
can
give
see
you like a little
infinity.
baggie of this stuff when we meet up tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you some
Yeah, if
coffee.
you're
I
okay
have
with that.
a bag of coffee for you, actually. So, but anyway, go use Bones Coffee code DorkTales. It is very beneficial for the channel, and you get some great coffee, because you guys can't run game without coffee. When we get a beer subscription or sponsor, I'll let you know. Okay, so without further ado, I'll tell you more about the break, or on the break, about the games that we are going to be running and all of the new great stuff that's coming to the channel, because God, there's so much stuff, folks. And that's not even including the Extra Life games that are coming soon. But without further ado, I think we need to hop into the excitement back at Camp Carrionclay.
Yeah, Kelly, could you just check the chat real quick?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. That is because...
No worries.
Oh, I had a bunch of tech problems before a game, and that's why you guys are listed as level 6. That's the one thing I forgot.
Yeah.
So the dragon.
It's the fear. It's the aura of fear.
Yep.
It gives us -1 level.
Wait,
With
no,
this
I want my
presence.
level back. I'm not
Scared the
scared.
level out of us.
Scared the level out of us.
Be glad you didn't play D&D when like enemies could drain. Level
Oh, God,
drain.
Level drain was the worst, guys. Okay, so that goes to 1706. Cool. All right. Whoa, it's so hot. For the next couple games, I am not going to be wearing the robe. I'm a coffee dealer. Yeah.
Fair.
It's really nice. It's sweltering hot where I am today. Like it's the you walk outside and you just hit that
The wall.
wall. but I have air conditioning. So nice and
That's-
necessary.
Yeah. All right, so folks, it is time for us to head into Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. Last episode, you traveled to Camp Carrionclay, this lake island, this island in the center of a lake that was being used to hold prisoners of war, and using some divine magic along with some flying aerial kender scouting, you were able to determine where things were. Due to some very well thought out tactics by Hazeal, you were able to silently rescue the prisoners while Rizira snuck off to take care of acquiring the dragon egg. Unfortunately, in her attempts to do so, she woke up the Viewmaster of this camp and engaged in a duel with him that would have drawn the attention of others had it not been interrupted by an errant boulette that Aurontiros had let free and asked using Charm Monster to cause havoc around the camp. This rampaging boulette did exactly that, using its dive and burrow abilities to destroy large portions of the camp, and even killing the Viewmaster as he and Rizira fought each other down to bloody nubs. Bloody nubs to basically your how many hit points do you have?
Oh yeah, no, I'm like 30% health or less.
Nice. At the height of that, the rest of you were climbing over the wall with the prisoners as a shape passed through the sky, and the sound of batting wings above you become incredibly audible as a hulking figure with black scales descends. It roars as it lands atop the watchtower in the center of Camp Carrionclay. It perches there, letting out a horrible roar into the night. And as it does, down below, the boulette explodes out of the ground, tearing apart several draconians as it does its continued rampage. Suddenly, above, the dragon is going to let out another one of those titanic roars, catching the boulette off guard, and is going to launch itself down like a peregrine falcon off of the tower, clutching the boulette in a pair of its claws and slamming it into the ground. It lets out a roar, and as the boulette struggles against it, trying to burrow out of its reach, it lets out this horrible roar up at the black dragon, who casually leans down and breathes a gout of acid into the boulette's mouth and face, skeletonizing it. Rizira, you had just used your autumn cloak to teleport over the edge. You all still have your water walk on. So what I would like, as you are all seeing this, even in the blackness of night, you can see this thing lit from behind by some of the lights on the watchtower, by some of the fire pits, and you can see its head snakishly rise to the air as it breathes its acid breath into the boulette. I need everybody here to do me a favor, and can you please roll? I need you to roll versus its frightful presence, which is going to be a wisdom save. I always do that. So, Rizira, I'm making an executive call for you. You're going to roll flat. Everybody else roll with disadvantage because it's the first time you have seen a hostile dragon before. It is... everyone is going to get this automatically, even if the dragon is not targeting you, because this is Dragonlance, damn it, and you all have dragon fear. I
rolled a 12, so I'm going to use my fearlessness ability finally. which is once per long rest. If you fail a saving throw to avoid the frightened condition, you choose to succeed instead. So I'm going to use a legendary action.
You can use a legendary action. All right, everybody else, I'm going to roll for the prisoners. One got a nat 20, which of course is going to turn into a 13 because of disadvantage. One rolled a 6. Let's go Levna. Levna has advantage versus frightened. Well, that didn't help. That, actually, you know what? She would have disadvantage, actually, because of her dragon fear. Well, that's not less than what she had. Time to roll for Dalamar. Oh, God. All right, and I'm going to roll for the Kender Skirmisher that you picked up, who rolled a 13. She is going to choose to succeed as well.
So fuck you very much on the disadvantage.
What'd you get?
I had a 16, and then it turned into a nat 1.
Okay.
So I definitely failed.
Okay. I'm going to give you, for the botch on that, I'm going to give you a point of exhaustion.
Damn it.
You know what? That is I can either give you a point of exhaustion or say that you scream.
I'll take the exhaustion.
That sounds great.
I don't want to fight a dragon.
I don't want you to fight a dragon. Not yet, anyway.
Wouldn't the zone of silence?
She's
not in
the
it.
zone of silence. I'm outside of it.
Yep, you guys are all outside of the fence at this
I
point.
never went into it.
Right.
Yeah, she and I never went in because we're spellcasters, so.
All right, so looking at everybody's rolls, let's go off the top here. So Kelara, you got a nat 1. Godfrey, what'd you get?
Oh, sorry, I didn't post it. I got an 8.
You got an 8. Okay, you are absolutely terrified of this. Rizira, you've chosen to succeed. Aurontiros?
I rolled a 15 and a 16, so that's
Okay, so that's going to be the
18.
15. Okay. All right, so 15 to 18. You are not frightened, Aurontiros. You have your wits about you. Hazeal, what'd you get?
5.
You are terrified as well. Dalamar had a total of 9. Levna had a total of 8. And one of the prisoners, one of the Mernesti elves did keep their wits about them, as did the Kender. They are going to all look up at this, as well as Dalamar, who is also frightened, and are just going to, the blood is going to drain out of their face. Kelara, you are going to be as white as a ghost as you were looking at this. Tears are going to sting and well up in your eyes as you just feel your legs start to go weak. The next thing that Kelara, you're going to notice, you are on your knees. You have like fallen to your knees in the water, hovering above the surface because of walk on water. But there are these waves rippling out from you as you're kind of shakily looking up at this tremendous creature. And I would like you all to, what are you going to do? Try to sneak out of there?
I got so scared I got blurry.
Yeah. Definitely run away. Fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I feel like Kalara's not necessarily going to sneak, just turn and run.
for whatever it's worth. Pass Without Trace is still active.
it's still up for everyone but Riz.
Yeah, Riz is still gonna try and stealth away with the egg, just very quietly.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is everybody make me a stealth check. Riz, you do not have a +10 on this. Everybody inside of 30 feet of Aurontiros, except for the, is it at the time of casting for Pass Without a Trace, or is it just a 30-foot everybody that you like? Do you remember the
So
wording
it's
on?
up to you, but the way I've read it is it's kind of like anybody that the caster wants that enters the
The way
30
we
feet?
played it before in Rhyme was that it traveled with
it's with the caster,
the caster,
rather
so
than
it's a
at the
30-foot
time.
zone.
Yeah,
So-
because otherwise, if it was at the time, I feel like
And it
then
wouldn't be
Riz would
concentration.
count. Yeah.
Well, what I mean is, can you add new people to it? And it looks like from the
Oh,
rules.
It
Um,
looks like it's just anyone that's friendly within 30 feet.
For
I
the
believe so.
duration, for
Yeah.
the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you. So it's up. You can choose somebody. Because for the duration, you may choose.
All right, so I will allow you to apply this to everybody on that side. So I would like you all to make me a stealth roll. This is going to be a group stealth check. So you will not have advantage on this because of the dark, because dragon. So
Levna
Dalamar.
and I probably have disadvantage because armor.
Yep, you guys do.
Is this considered an ability check?
Yes.
This is an ability check. Yes.
So all the people that are frightened have disadvantage as well.
13.
Oh yeah, they do, don't
Well, I
they?
have exhaustion. That also
Oh,
gives
yeah.
me
Those that
advantage.
aren't afraid, is this just flat?
Just flat for you.
Funnily enough, I rolled dual 18s actually.
Nice.
Dueling
So
18s.
that ends
Okay,
up being
so-
30-20.
With the plus 10 from Pass Without Trace.
Oh, and then plus 10.
Okay, so let me just, I've got a lot of people to calculate here. So let's go Dalamar, Levna. Okay, the Kender is, okay. I'm going to use something good happens on the NPCs to let them pass. Elves. Okay. So there's Riz, then we'll have Kelara, Hazeal, Aurontiros, Godfrey. Okay, so Levna. Rolling with disadvantage. Levna has, that's only like a 16. Okay, going down the list, Dalamar. That is gonna be like a 16. Kelara, what'd you get?
30.
30, okay. That's a pass. Hazeal, what'd you get?
13.
Okay, that's a fail. Aurontiros?
31.
Okay, and Godfrey.
Also 13.
Okay, and Riz, what'd you get?
27. Sorry, I was so sneaky. I was cast on myself. So 27
Okay.
for sneaky Kender. Do 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 do.
Okay, so that is gonna be, let me just calculate this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 passes versus 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4 fails. Well, there's that drama bomb. Okay, you are going to kind of move away, and as you do, you're going to hear as the dragon raises its head and is going to roar in your general direction over on the west side of the camp, and is going to growl out in common that echoes across the lake. Pitiful creatures, lurking in our domain with only your wretched lives to offer. I shall melt you to the bone. And it is going to flap its wings, and I need everybody on the western side to make me a dexterity save. If you have water walk, I am going to say that she's reaching, she's spreading that. So I'm going to lower the difficulty for this a tiny bit because of the wall. I'm going to give you a little bit of partial cover on this. But my God, I hope you succeed. Okay.
I would like to determination.
Sounds good. Levna is going to roll. And okay, so determination for Chris. It is going to rise to the air and breathe a gout of acid and that is going to spew out Levna. That is going to be a fail for Levna, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, that is... Yeah, that's going to be... Dalamar is a fail. Oh, shit. The Demonesty Elves are going to be a pass and a fail. And the Kender is going to be a pass. Absolutely. Okay. Soul bought something good happens. All right, let's go through the list. Kelara, what did you get on your save?
19.
19, that is a pass. Godfrey.
17.
17. Aurontiros.
21.
That's a pass. And Hazeal.
Nat 20 for a total of 22.
Okay, so Hazeal, you are going to be absolutely fine. I'm going to spend that something good happens to have, to basically re-roll for Dalamar and Levna. And the Demonesty Elf, too. Why not? Okay, Levna is going to fail still. Dalamar is now going to pass. And the Demonesty Elf is going to just barely pass. However, everybody who failed, which I believe all players passed, do me a favor, take 54 points of acid damage. If you succeeded, you are going to take half as much, except for Jen. You got a nat 20, and by our rules, that means that you are immune. Everybody take 26 points of acid damage. One of the Demonesty Elves is going to begin to melt alive. Levna is going to take a ton of damage, but is going to be fine. And Dalamar is going to let out a scream as well. Did anybody get dropped to 0 hit points?
Just checking, that was 26?
26.
If
26.
it was half?
Yeah. This gout of acid is going to explode across the camp. It burns down half of the retaining wall that is there. And as the dragon looks at you, it is going to laugh and go, "What are you waiting for? After them!" Rizira.
How far away is the lake to the...
About 200
There's
feet.
no cover, right?
There is no cover on the lake, but the dragon has not seen you.
Yeah. But how far away to the lake, to the edge of the lake? And
About 200 feet.
Refresh 200 feet.
Yeah.
All right. I rolled a stupid check. Riz rolled a 19 on a stupid check.
Okay. What do you do?
She's going to whip out the wand of magic missiles and unload it all at the dragon. To distract it.
Are you certain?
No, I'm not certain.
Do you want to solo a dragon with 20 hit points?
No.
You miss every shot, you don't
Go
think.
warn the other dragon.
19 is good though, right?
Yeah.
So that means you'd make a smart choice, right?
Yeah, but I was thinking about how, like, courageous she was versus, that was the not stupid check. It was how courageous she's feeling.
I will counter with what will happen to the egg. She's a very caring Kender.
That's true. Like, this is Riz telling me to do something, and then being like, the player being smart with their character, versus Riz really wants to do this, versus
Especially if it's
Robin
like-
does not. Especially since
I
Kenders don't
get
feel
that.
fear. She's not scared of the dragon, and she hears her friends in pain. But yes, Robin
Okay.
is a player.
So what do you want to do?
I will continue running with the egg.
So from across the camp, the dragon is going to roar at the other dragon army soldiers to pursue you. What do you all do?
Is Kelara within, like, touching distance of me, or can I get within?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. I would like to touch Kelara and twin cast Death Ward on myself and her.
That sounds good.
Protect the healer.
Protect the healer.
And then
be like, we gotta go.
One of the Demornesty elves is going to collapse to the ground, like sizzling to death. Let's just do a quick blow by blow. We don't need initiative for this. But so Hazeal, you're going to run, cast Death Ward, and probably help Kelara up to her feet. Levna is going to stumble forward. Kelara, what are you going to do since you were grabbed?
I think kind of just let it happen and try and get away.
All right. Aurontiros, what are you going to do?
Try to... So, now that we've been blasted by it, how broad was this dragon's breath?
It was a
hundreds
large
of
cone.
feet? Like hundreds of feet wide, kind of?
It's a minimum 60-foot cone, which means that it's 60 feet wide, so in a triangle. So, it's a 60-foot long triangle that it breathes at you.
Going to try to keep everyone from scatter. They still have their mind about them, somewhat. So they're going to try to keep anybody from just scattering in random directions out of fear, to stay close to Kelara, who's enabling us to even run on the surface of the water, and himself, so that they can maintain the...
Okay, I want you to make me a persuasion roll to
Stealth.
try to keep the group together. Do it with disadvantage because of the dragon,
Right. Okay.
because they are afeared.
Do not run. Stay next to Kelara and I. Come on, thing that I could possibly be good at. +8. 10 and 9. I'm going to spend determination.
Okay.
And that will bring it up to a dirty 20.
Okay. So everyone is going to be bolstered enough to follow Aurontiros' lead as he tries to guide you across the water. Godfrey, what do you do?
Okay, I imagined when the dragon came down and Godfrey succumbed to the fear that he kind of froze for a bit and just like deer in headlights, like looking at it and just like sword kind of like on the ground. And then when the acid came towards him, kind of snapping out of it a little bit and ducking away. But he's gonna keep it in his eyes and look behind himself and quickly and see everyone else, and he's just going to try and start backing up, but not going like away from the dragon, staying close, but he's trying to keep himself shaking in the way as much as he can so that there's nobody else in front of him.
All right, next to you, one of the Demornesty elves is going to scream in Elvish and say, get up, come on, is going to start dragging their friend, even as you can see like part of the fallen elf's leg just sloughs off into the darkness and starts floating down into the water. The spell having been broken as it left the body. Dalamar is going to look at this completely white-faced, shaken, and is going to let out a few words of magic and is going to vanish. And then Levna is going to attempt to kind of shoulder up next to Godfrey, forming a bit of a wall and go, run, run, run! And as you look behind, the dragon calls for the army to follow you. The boulette has caused a lot of disarray there, and with you running over the water, you are going to be able to get quite a bit of an advantage on them. You will see several Sivak Draconians, the winged ones, take to the air in the distance, silhouetted by the firelight. I would like you to do me a favor real quick. Everybody who is running, you are going to be able to run for you have a bit of a head start. So I'd like you to make me a stealth check without frightened attached. And that is all of you. And I will come back to you in just a second. Riz, on the other side of the... except for Godfrey, of course. Godfrey, you're going to make it with disadvantage. But add Aurontiros' plus 10. Riz, on the other side, you are going to see this dragon kind of chortlingly laugh as she sends waves of the remaining Draconians after your friends in the distance.
So
what
she's
do you
not
do?
chasing them?
She's not chasing, no.
Oh.
She turns and from your proximity on the other side of the wall, you can hear her say, "Where is the Viewmaster? Where is the egg?" And you'll see this Draconian step, well, you'll hear this Draconian step forward and go, "The Viewmaster is dead. His tent was destroyed. The egg with it, we think. This was the chest it was in. Fools! Useless!" And you are going to hear this horrible scream as the dragon's head is going to lash down, and you're going to hear this crunch of bone, sinew, and crushed armor. And then this ungodly, draconic belch as the dragon leans back and just belches out this petrifying gas as the dragon, as the Draconian slides down its gullet. "The egg cannot have gotten far. Search for it now." "Yes, sir. Yes, sir." Riz, what are you doing?
Well, I can't really hide on the lake, can I?
You could technically dive under the lake if you chose to.
Yeah, but I saw that there were fishies with teeth.
There are
Right.
big teeth fishies in the water, yeah.
Yeah. No, Riz won't do that. But so she's gonna try and
Make me another stealth roll if you're gonna try to
Okay.
sneak away.
yeah. Yeah, I was just trying to bait if she would sneak around the edge. Cause are the guards by the bridge anymore?
They are not. They are all well, actually some of them are on the bridge. They're rushing across. The ones who are on foot are trying to rush across the bridge to kind of
Okay,
like,
right. That's how they're pursuing us. Yeah, okay, I'm not going towards the bridge. All right, I'm just gonna try and stealth away
Okay, go ahead.
in the lake and hope the dragon doesn't just glance at me.
I believe in you.
Okie dokie. I'm unsure. Oh my god, Cal. I'm spending determination to turn that 17 into a, what's our mod right now? 3 or 4? I think it's 3. Dirty 20. Dirty 20. Stealthy.
Dirty 20.
Still.
Okay, hold on just one sec. Okay, so a 20.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to roll for something. So anyone out looking in the future, the stealth check that Riz needed to make, she failed, but I figured that because there is a wall in the way and the dragon is looking the other direction and is paying more attention to what is going on right here, I would roll a perception roll for the dragon, and I just rolled a nat 1.
Ha! I was either thinking it was a nat 1 by that reaction or a natural 20 that the dragon definitely sees Riz.
I think that a Kender, you're gonna get away on Hobbit rules, that you are beneath its notice.
Ha
So you are going to be able to sneak away into the dark.
Do.
Everybody
Just
else
hug the
looking-
wall. Like,
Yeah.
Group.
Just
All
like
right.
on doing like a trench crawl along the lake.
Okay, so I have an 18 or actually I have a 20 for the Demon Nesty Elf. I have a infinite for Dalamar because he's invisible. I have an 18 for Levna. I have a nat 20 for their Kender, and which is a 35 probably, 36. Hazeal, what'd you get?
16. Thanks
All
for
right.
pass without trace.
Oh, that's great. All right, Cal, what'd you get?
Bad on this roll. 21.
21. All right. Kelara
27.
and Godfrey.
25. I did roll at disadvantage for my armor as well.
Really? 25?
Without it would have
Same.
been 27.
I did roll at disadvantage with my exhaustion.
All right. So, with those rolls, that is going to be a group pass. You are going to be able to run to the edge of the lake, and the Civac Draconians are going to fly over, looking down, trying to make contact with you.
Where are they? They came over this way. They can't be far. They must be under the water. Search. Watch out for the Quippers. They pack a mean bite.
And then they're going to all snarl at each other in Draconian. With that, you are going to manage to find a place to hide. Several hundred feet inland. Behind some stones, behind some outcroppings of rock in the darkness. Riz, can I get you to make me an investigation check?
Yeah, probably at disadvantage too, right? Because I can't see.
Oh yeah, you can't see in the dark.
Yeah. And there is no way in hell Riz is lighting anything up. She's got the precious now. She's gonna go off to be a dragon mommy. Plus investigation? Wow, that turns that 4 into an 11.
Okay. All right, so you have no idea where your friends are. Riz, on
Nope.
the other side of the lake, what are you planning to do?
So could I try and make a survival check to try and go back to the camp where we kind of split off?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think that's what she's gonna do. Again at disadvantage because the Dork. That's a 7. Riz
7.
is just lost. Riz is just lost.
Actually, one moment, please. Oh god, I have to roll for something else. One moment, please. Good. So, Riz, everyone else, you are going to kind of find your hiding place, and after a couple of minutes of hiding, suddenly there will be a and Dalamar will reappear next to you. Think they're gone. It doesn't seem like that one's pursuing us outside. We can head our way back down to the camp, or we can continue northward. I'm not really in much of a place to continue on without a bit of healing, though.
We need to find Riz. Like, or go back to the camp where hopefully she'll go back.
If anyone's separated, they would try to meet us back at the camp.
Yeah.
If we go out looking for each other, we'll surely get spotted.
Yes.
If she hasn't been spotted by now, then she'll hopefully make her way back to the camp, and we should go there too.
I moved a bit slower than the rest of you. The dragon hasn't left the camp yet. So either she was discovered inside of the camp, which, knowing what I know of your Kender, is unlikely.
Here's hoping.
Yeah, hopefully she doesn't get distracted.
Well, that's part of their Kender luck.
Kelara, Levna will say, can we get a little help?
Yeah.
Is there anything you can do for my friend? One of the Demonesti elves said, still part cradling the dead body of their friend.
He's missing limbs, isn't he?
Missing a leg, yeah.
How long ago did he die?
About within revivify times.
Okay, so within a minute?
I'll say
It's
so.
not been a
Yeah.
minute yet?
I'll say that you had enough time to catch your breath before this happens, so yeah.
It won't fix the leg.
You can live without a leg.
She'll kind of look at the others and... You helped pay for it.
What is...
If you can, yeah.
Can you do such a thing?
She's going to take out 300 gold worth of diamonds from the pouch of what we bought and go and kneel over him, and I think she's going to ask the others to stand around and hold their cloaks out to block any light that this produces. And she'll cast Revivify.
Right. The divine power of Mishakal blows down, and there's a soft blue hum that envelops your staff. Little motes of it, like fireflies, are going to rain down on the body, and the Demonesti elf is going to let out a noise as the lungs reinflate. The diamonds are going to just evaporate into glittering stardust in your hand. Where am I? Oh, my leg. I was... What happened? She brought you back.
That's incredible.
Levna is going to be watching this with wide eyes. Dalamar is watching this with rapt attention. What do the rest
and
of you
then,
doing?
who were the worst hurt from that?
The worst hurt from that are going to be the Demonesti elves are very hurt. The Kender is very hurt. All of you took the same amount of damage though, except for Hazeal.
Okay, I thought Levna and
Hazel's fine.
Dalamar took more.
Oh, that's true. Levna failed, so Levna took 56, so Levna's at like 5 hit points.
Okay.
And I used second wind in the chat, so
All right. Well, I guess she's going
doing okay.
around casting Cure Wounds on people.
I was curious. I don't think this is a thing because I know D&D, but can I sense if like the mage armor I cast on Riz has like ended prematurely?
It has not.
Okay. Good.
That's an interesting concept because I don't think the rules, once the spell's away from you, it's away from you, unlike a lot of other magic systems we play with. But that's an interesting thought.
rule of cool.
That's
Right.
the rule of. I'll say that that's kind of cool. I'll say that you can kind of go. Now that the weave seems to be preserving that spell. So as far as you
Well,
can tell,
and especially since I twin cast it, so it's on me too, is what I was thinking.
fair.
Right.
Okay. So Kelara,
Okay.
you're gonna do some healing.
So Hazeal is also pretty low because she has less hit points than, say, Godfrey.
Hazel's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, Hazel's fine. Okay.
Hazel's fine. Levna.
Oh,
I'm
you
just
nat 20.
double-checking.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
And I haven't been down any hit points, so
Levna was not down any hit points from last episode, thankfully, because Levna has 2 hit points remaining.
Okay. Levna's going to regain 16.
Okay. Levna is also going to use her second wind because
And then Dalamar was quite hurt too.
Dalamar's very hurt. Yeah.
Okay, he can get 15.
Okay.
I think I'm going to have to leave the elves and the Kender to deal them until we get them back.
So
'Cause
the Kender's going to look over. That was magical. You brought it back to life. Oh, that's really brought him back to life. That's really interesting. How did you do that? Oh, that's really cool. Can you bring me back to life if I die? Should I die right now? Oh, I'm feeling half dead, actually. They were torturing me a little
don't
bit.
do that. Unless
okay.
you have 300 steel worth of diamonds on you.
No, not that I know of. My name's Kenna.
That fuels the spell.
Oh, 300. That's odd. That's it. Just 300 steel worth of diamonds. Oh, I could probably borrow that from somebody. No problem at all. Oh, I'll never die at this point. I'll just live forever. So anyway,
Well, you'd have to stay near me and die in enough distance that I could get to you within a minute.
no, I'll just hang out with you then. I'm Kenna.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What are you doing all the way this far north? You've got a
Here,
weird accent. Where are you from?
bandage yourself.
I think I'll bandage myself.
Thank you.
You have room for a Kender.
I mean, we kind of have a Kender already. Do you know?
Exactly. I'm right here.
Rizira?
My name's Kenna.
No, we have Rizira.
Who?
The Queen of the
Rizira.
Kender?
Oh, I haven't met her. I should definitely be sure to genuflect when I do, though. Does that mean that I can be a Duchess of the Kender?
Sure.
Maybe I'll be a
why
Kender
not?
Knight.
Come back with us to the camp and hopefully she's there as well.
I need to get back to my home. I'm actually from a place called Heart's Hollow. I probably shouldn't tell you about that, but you did rescue me from a dragon. Oh, I almost got melted. I'm lucky I was just outside of the cone.
We're
You were in
So
Heart's
then you
Hollow, don't worry.
recognize.
we know Ness.
We've met Lavender.
Oh, you know Lavender.
Oh, yeah.
I could borrow some diamonds from him in case I die.
That's where we bought them from, so he might not have any more.
Oh. Okay, I guess I just won't die then.
She's going to get the Kender over near the elves and channel Divinity Preserve Life so they can split 35 hit points among them as long as it doesn't bring them over their half hit points.
Okay. Lavna will take 6 points.
So just divide that however you feel like.
Okay. All right. Lavna's going to take 6. Anybody else taking any out of that? Dalamar's going to take 5.
And then
Yeah, I'll
Godfrey
take 5.
will
think
try and wait until everyone else is healed before topping up. He's doing okay now.
All right. And as you
Kalara's just
are...
basically going to exhaust herself on this and then touch Levna and Death Ward Levna. Because goddamn, she keeps almost dying.
Why is it always dragons and acid, man? That's just not cool.
Well, just don't die. And she's going to kind of boop her in the forehead.
She's going to squeeze your forearm.
Breathe
And
fire,
as-
not
Yeah. Right. It's acid.
That was
it's
worse.
fire. Man, dragons suck. And with that, we're going to transition over to Rizira, moving amidst the shrubs, kind of creeping vaguely in a direction.
Yeah, I think at some point she'll realize she's lost and she's just. I think after about a few minutes that she realizes she's not being actively pursued, she will take a short rest because Riz is fucking exhausted.
Riz, what's
so
your passive perception?
20.
20. You are going to take a short rest, so go ahead and roll your roll
I
your
did.
hit
I
points?
rolled 3 hit dice. During that, she's just gonna be cradling the egg and probably talking to it a little bit, very
what are you saying to it?
whispery. She's gonna be like, "Oh, okay. So, listen, I'm Rizira. I don't know your name. But we're here to save you, from that evil camp and that very evil sounding black dragon. So, um, I hope you're doing well. I'm going to take you to Ness, but if you ever want a kinder as a friend, I'd be happy to raise you."
You hear a
And-
stick break nearby. And a shape looms over into this little valley that you have kind of crouched down to hide yourself from everything.
Shh. She'll whisper to the egg.
Hello? Y'all there? You'll hear a familiar accent. Rizira? Is that you? It's Claxton.
Claster, thank you. My dice tray was covering my notes. Oh, Claster, yeah, it's me, Rizira. How are you?
I'm good. I was waiting by the south, like I said for y'all. I saw them men, like, running. So I tailed it, but I'm glad I found you. Was that was, I guess I got my wish. I see
Yeah,
a dragon
I think-
now.
Yeah, that was a big mean dragon, though. I'm sure there's nice ones, like this one, and she will point to the egg.
Oh my gods. That's an actual dragon egg?
Yeah.
Is that the one that
You
Ness
treat it-
wanted?
Yeah, so we're gonna bring it to Ness, and she's going to look after it. I've told the egg that if it doesn't want Ness though later, I would be happy to look after it, raise it as my own, because we have very similar hair colors. Because I'm assuming it's a bronze egg, right, Kelly?
It is a
A bronze or a
a
brass?
bronze dragon egg, yeah.
No. So it's probably a similar color to
It's-
Riz's hair.
It's similar, yeah. Definitely, it's kind of like a molten bronze color.
Yeah. So she's like,
Do you feel comfortable, like, following me? I could try to get us back to Heart's Hollow tonight.
I really should be finding my.
Which
My-
way did they
my
go? Like, they went off to the west, right?
Yeah, they were getting chased by, or not chased by the dragon, but the dragon was coming after them. So yeah, they went off west. I've
Okay.
been trying to make my way to them, but I seem to got turned around.
Well, you follow me. I know these hills pretty well.
Yeah, perfect. If we could find them, because I'm sure they're going to be.
They're going to be looking for you,
Under where I
probably.
am.
You got good friends.
No,
Can't
they're
believe you
pretty
managed to
great.
steal that whole egg. The thing's almost as big as you.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
kidding. It's not nearly that big, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, this is a wonderful little thing. I am going to call this dragon. I haven't figured out a name, but I want to name it.
Well, that's fine. You got to let a name come to you with time. I mean, what's a good name for a dragon anyway? Like Skippy? You know, like you gotta put time into this.
Yeah, it's true.
You could call it Dragonzira.
Oh, Dragzira.
Dragzira, Khaleesi, Billy Bob.
Yeah.
Do you feel up to walking?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was just taking a bit of a rest. I'm got quite hurt.
All right,
Listen,
let's get out of here.
Yeah, this is
What?
This is wonderful.
Listen, what?
Oh, just listen. There, I don't know if they would be. Which we may want to try, like swinging by camp or something on the way too, if it's on the way, just to see if they went down
Oh.
there.
You mean, well, it's on the way. I think I'll be able to get us over there. We can probably intersect them on the way down.
Perfect. Yeah, I don't know if I told him I got the egg at that point. I know, see, Hazeal was like yapping in my head a little bit while I was trying to fight a big draconian, so I don't know if I told them I found the egg and got it. I know I think I said I found a chest, but I don't really remember. Also, did you see the size of that dragon? It was huge.
Yeah, I did. I was pretty far away, but I saw it fly in, and
It was pretty big. For a second, I was like, there's a weird feeling in my gut. I don't know what it is, though. But then I was like, nah.
maybe it's love. Because I know
Yeah.
Candor don't feel any fear. You know the weird
You know
thing, though?
What?
I don't think that was the dragon I saw when I was a kid. It was too dark.
Oh. Maybe there's another one. Maybe it's nicer than that one was.
We can hope. All right, let's get out of here. Come on.
Yeah. Let's go.
Stay close and hold on to the hem of my coat if you need to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, because I have to carry the egg and then all this extra stuff I got.
I can carry some of your stuff. I got my pack right here.
Oh, sure. Yeah, she'll hand over the like bag with with vials in it.
Okay, that's just a bag of the coins.
No, Riz is kind of keeping that one close.
Okay. All right, yeah,
In
I'll take
her
that from
bag.
you. All right. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
With that, he'll begin leading you south and to the west. As we cut back to the other crew, you are going to be making your way around as well. And as you kind of move around to the south, keeping an eye open for Rizira, you're kind of moving as slowly as you can while still making some progress back toward the camp. And as you do, within no time at all, actually, almost as soon as Kilara's done healing you and you've made it maybe a quarter mile to the south, you are going to hear, actually, one moment. Okay. You are going to hear the sound of a single set of boot prints kind of headed around the corner of some of these rock outcroppings. Aurontiros, Hazeal, you are going to immediately see a human that you recognize as Clystron head your way, because I got a nat 20 on my survival roll to find you guys. And then you're going to see Rizira, but not hear Rizira.
Oh, thank God. Thank Rayarks. Riz,
Y'all okay?
question. Yeah.
Oh, look at that! I was walking around in circles.
Yeah,
Hi,
you were
Swinger.
almost all the way to the north, actually.
Oh, that's like the complete opposite way that I wanted to go. You guys are alive.
You're alive.
Yeah, look what I got.
Kelara.
Wow.
I have a quick question for some semantics potentially.
Yes.
Does Revivify technically count as a healing spell? Because it brings them to 1 HP.
What's the
For my Blessed Healer effect,
Okay.
which beginning at 6th level, the healing spells you cast on others heal you as well. When you cast a spell 1st level or higher that restores hit points to a creature other than you, you regain hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Because it does give them 1 hit point.
It gives them 1 hit point, so yeah. I'm gonna say that counts. For the purposes, I'm sure Chris will look it up in Sage Advice to see if that matters, but I see no reason why you can't get those, 10 hit points?
That gives me
Or
5 for that one.
5 hit points? Okay. That's for some reason I
for the
thought it was your
2
level.
Yeah, because it was 3rd level, and then I gain 2, so yeah, 5 points for that one, and then the
Every bit
2
helps.
cure wounds gave me 6 points back.
Nice.
Nice.
So
So you get to heal yourself by healing others.
very slowly.
Yeah, very
Helping
slowly,
other
but that's
people
still
helps you.
that's very useful
that's
to
a
be like top
Bonus to
up.
being a life domain.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, With that, you will all meet up. Rizira, you show off the egg that you have.
Yeah. Look. I think I'm
It's a
gonna name
dragon
it
egg.
Drazira. I think I'm gonna name it Drazira.
You,
Oh,
you settled
you-
on that one, so not Billy Bob, huh?
You found
No,
the.
I did. It was in a tent. I fought a draconian, and then the bullet came and like popped out of the tent and ate him. It was quite handy. Did you do that? I thought so. You end your way with creatures, Aurontiros.
He didn't make it.
Oh no. That big mean dragon. The black one did. But this bronze one will hopefully be nicer.
As soon as you all are feeling good for it, I think that we should probably get headed back to your army friends.
Well, if we met up, we could just go straight to Heart's Hollow and give this egg to Ness before we lose it or something.
I think that's
Before we get
uh,
discovered.
Yeah.
yes, that's a good idea.
All right. If you want to go straight to Heart's Hollow, we can absolutely do that. I can get us there probably 3 hours.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'll help carry the elf, Lavina says, and kind of like sidles up and picks up the wounded Demernesti elf. Let's go.
Oh.
And with that, you will head down directly to back to Heart's Hollow. The 3 hours pass in no time at all, and the next time, before you notice, you are crossing into the top layers of Heart's Hollow, moving among the mosaic, heading down deeper. Now, most people are asleep at this time of night, and a couple of guards that they have stationed out front, militia more than anything, are going to rush to aid you as you hobble in. One of them you recognize is going to be End Pike from End's Odds. The dwarf is going to rush up. What happened to you? Are you all right? Is that a darn sea elf? You all right?
Is-
What happened?
To save ourselves the breath, perhaps we should tell the tale only once.
Yeah.
When we meet with-
Where's the bar? We're looking for Ness, actually.
Oh, Ness, I mean, I can help you get down. I mean, shit, I'd need a drink if I were you too. Come on. Hey, you look pretty exhausted. I got my wheelbarrow over here if you need help carrying that elf. Yeah, that'd probably be useful. Well, I'm just gonna say after 3 hours of carrying somebody.
Well, that's true.
How far away are we from the rest of the army? Like, is the Fargab within range?
The Fargab is absolutely within range. You're about 10 miles away or less. Probably about 5 miles, actually.
Should we warn them?
Oh, about the dragon?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Kalara's gonna go sit in a corner and nurse a drink, because this has not been fun. In the slightest.
All right. So, you limp your way down into the bar. As you approach, Ness opens the door wide for you as you approach and is going to look out at you. Are you all right? You look like you've had one hell of a night.
We ran into a dragon.
Come
A
inside.
very big dragon.
Yeah.
Kalara's gonna kind of look at like the leftover acid burns on her.
But I also met a very small dragon.
It's not fun.
What do you mean? Oh. You found it.
Yep.
You actually found it. Hello, little one. She's going to reach out a trembling hand toward you, Riz.
Riz will like hold the egg out to her.
It's beautiful.
I know. I really want to keep it because it looks pretty cool, but it also it's right here.
I'm sure you can come visit
Well, I hope
when they
so.
wake up.
That would be
The
really
rest of
cool.
you, I'd be happy to have you. You could be Auntie Riz.
I will love that so much.
The rest of you deserve drinks. Wine, spirits, whatever you'd like. Beer? Beer all around?
Beer sounds great.
Something stronger.
Yeah, I could use some booze for sure. Oh, you know, actually, now that there's another Kender here and I'm feeling a little more awake. Oh, hello. Hi, my name's Kenna. My house is over here if you want to come have a sleepover. I've got a Kender-sized bed. I've got Kender-sized shelves, and I've got a Kender-sized toilet. Kender-sized oven mitts.
Listen, let's go. But she's gonna like look at the Kender and then like do the head like swivel to her party. And then like head swivel to the egg. Like Riz, she's like, I don't know where to go.
And so as you're having that moment of crisis, End is going to set the Demernesti elves down on some of the long benches and is going to go, "You guys need anything else tonight? Hey, Mr. Knight, you need anything?"
No. I'm just gonna have a drink and
All right,
sit with my friends.
I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna get some. I got some medical supplies at my place from the shop. I'll drop them off in case you need them. I know the bar's probably got bar rags, but that ain't really good. I'll also drop off some high-proof alcohol for any sterilization. I don't know what you got up to, but shit, the dragon.
Yeah, don't go near the camp. That's like 3 hours from here.
I ain't leaving my shop. You know how many Kender we have in this town? He's gonna wander off and shut the door.
Is Ness nearby?
Ness is standing holding a dragon egg next to the bar, staring at it with like this maternal love.
Ness,
Aye.
actually, question for Kelly.
Yes.
The entrance, like, is this very underground? Very difficult for, say, a
It's
dragon to?
no, a dragon would get in this easy. So it's basically, I need you to picture kind of like, so Heart's Hollow is inside of a crater at the top of like this plateau. So a dragon would have easy access. It's almost like a dragon like used to fly in at one point.
Ness. Everyone's celebrating or relaxing or taking a drink, and you can only demand so much of everyone, but there is an extremely destructive dragon, and I don't know what is scarier, that it could have easily killed us, or that it chose not to.
What kind of dragon was it?
It was midnight.
Black.
That it was.
If it's anything like the black dragons that I've met in my experience in the past. She leans in to whisper so Clystern can't hear. Those type of dragons, they're arrogant, prideful. Probably didn't think you were worth pursuing beyond the edge of the camp. Underestimated you. It's good that you didn't stay and fight, though. I doubt many of you would have survived, if any. But I promise, if that bitch comes here, she'll have something waiting for her. I'm not going to let any of my people here suffer the cruel wrath of something like that. The people here are safe, as long as I draw breath.
Safe as anyone in the wastes.
Now, I don't have much in the way of space here, as you know, but the floor is yours, and anybody who's particularly injured. I have a bed in the back that I use for myself, usually when I sleep. It can handle 2 of you. 3 if we're talking dwarves and Kender, probably.
Well, I was wondering if I could,
Oh, you can come and stay with me.
Oh, that's right.
got a big
I
Kender
was
bed.
wondering. It's true. I could go in
My
the
girlfriend
Kender
and I
bed.
broke up recently, so I've got plenty of room. Oh, it won't be like that, unless you like it like that, because, oh, you know, I like other Kender too. I mean, Kender are the sweetest.
Oh,
But we might be related. I don't want to be kissing cousins.
Well, I don't know if it's an issue, but I believe Lady Rizira here is engaged to Aurontiros.
oh yeah.
I think that was the
Oh, you're
arrangement.
Rizira! Oh, I can't believe I didn't put 2 and 2 together. So you're the Kender Queen? Didn't even know we had a queen. Could I be a duchess? Or perhaps a knight? Do I have to sign a petition for that?
No, you can. I will. You are Lady. What? Sorry. Kenna.
Kenna. I'm Kenna.
You're now Lady Kenna.
Lady Kenna.
Lady
Oh, I
Kender.
like it very much. But not duchess.
It just seems stuffy, doesn't it?
Countess? Marcus?
Countess. There we go. Countess
Margravetta?
Kenna. No, Countess Kenna. It kind of has that like.
Countess
caca.
Kenna. Oh, Countess Kenna. Countess Kenna. Well,
I was wondering about that. Oh, but I was also wondering about just making sure the egg's okay overnight.
I'll take care of it.
Okay.
I appreciate the concern, though, Rizira. The rest of you, have a drink and relax. You've deserved it. You've earned it. What are the rest of you doing? Aurontiros, Hazeal, Godfrey, Kelara.
Drinking.
Did we
Sterilizing the
contact?
insides.
Did we contact on the Fargab?
So you have not yet. So as you are setting up,
Let's
Godfrey, you
bring
set up
that
the Fargab.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So you and Kelara get the Fargab working, and there will be a bit of a crackle as it struggles a little bit with the canyon for a minute. You have to crank it a few times, and then you're going to hear. What do you say into it first, actually?
Hello? Sir Darrett?
You'll hear a light gnomish voice on the other side. No, this is Rookledust. How are you? This is Rookledust reporting in. You know, it's the middle of the night.
Yeah, we've got news for Sir Derek.
I'll go wake him up. Hold on just a minute.
Thank you.
3 or 4 minutes pass before you hear. Hello? My brethren. Hello? Are you there?
Yes.
Tis I. Darrett. Hello.
Hi. Sorry for waking you.
A commander
We're
needs
all
always
okay.
be ready. You're okay? Over?
We're all okay. But we thought it was important to let you know, there was a dragon.
Really?
Kalara's gonna lean over Godfrey's shoulder. A very, very large dragon that spews acid everywhere.
That sounds most bogus. Over.
So, it was massive and commanding their lizard draconians to. It was definitely on their side.
All right. Well, I've got some good news, though. Some of our scouts managed to capture a couple of their officers. There was a little platoon going around, and we were able to capture a couple of them. And, well, to save their own lives, they talked. Over.
That's great. Everyone that we've caught, it's been fanatical.
I guess it was pretty lucky. Can you gather everyone around, or at least share the information? I'll tell you what I know.
Yeah,
We cross-referenced it.
Godfrey will just try and grab everyone's attention that he can see.
Oh,
Get Riz, get Aurontiros and Hazeal.
Aurontiros, Hazeal, come on.
What?
Godfrey needs us.
For what?
News from Derek, I think.
Okay, I'm taking my drink with me.
I didn't say you couldn't, so
Yeah, no worries about that, Hazeal. Levna's gonna grab her tankard, refill it behind the bar, slosh some of
Yeah,
her cup into
top it up.
yours, and then retop her
Yeah.
own up. She's got longer arms.
Okay. Yeah, fair. Thanks.
Oh, just help yourself. Ness is going to say with a bit of a smirk. Oh, help yourselves.
You seem busy with the egg, so yes, we will help
I
ourselves.
appreciate it. She gives you a little bit of a wink. When you've all assembled, Derek will say, I've got some good news and some bad news. Our scouts looked around, and there's a canyon that leads into that area that you pointed on the map. It's surrounded by a mountain by thick mountain range. Well, I think it's probably the only way in. There's some good news and some bad news. The dragon army is there, and it's pretty overwhelming. They've also got dragonels in the skies, and, well, apparently, the army's leaders, a mage named Loazet, and a priest named, what was it? Belaphaon, are seeking some type of ancient weapon along with that dead knight, Lord Soth. They've got a few hundred troops there. The canyon to the city is blocked by a stone fortification, like an old keep, apparently. The walls are riddled with passages, and, well, one of them leads from the city to Wind's End, which is like a landing point for their dragonels. The dragon army outnumbers us, but if you guys need to get in there in order to find whatever weapon they're searching for first? I have an idea. If we attack the camp that they have blockading the pass, we can draw their attention and probably draw some people from inside of the city itself. If we do that, then, well, it'll thin the odds. Plus, they'll have to come down the pass, which will mean they'll be bottlenecked. It'll give us a little bit of a tactical advantage. We'll probably be able to buy you enough time to find your way into the city. What do you say?
There's no going back now.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like it.
Let's go.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Be careful if you're bottlenecked, though. If that dragon is there and on their side, that
I'm not.
Be careful. Just
Look, I'm going to be blunt with you. This is going to cost us a lot of troops, and we may not survive this. But I don't see another way of getting you into the pass. If what you do prevents another Vogler, I think it's worth it. No one deserves to have that happen. It's our duty to protect the people. Over.
Who are we to tell people they can't die for something they believe in?
I agree. Just tell us when you're ready. We're going to be inside of Far Gap communication for a while, I think. I can start moving the troops northward now, and we can meet you near the pass whenever you need it.
do it.
We'll move at first light.
As will we.
Take care, Thurrett.
Of course. I mean, I'm willing to lay down my life for the protection of the innocent. But, I'd prefer to survive.
We'd prefer that too.
Same to you, my friends. I'll see you tomorrow before this begins. Or whenever you give the signal. I'm imagining that with travel it'll take, well, we'll be there at the end of at the end of tomorrow. And ready to attack whenever. Over.
Over.
Can you believe that kid? Trying to act all cool. Levin is going to say and take a big drink of her beer. Son of a
I feel like I don't need to roll
pulling it off.
an insight check on that.
Is Clystron still around?
Glashton's sitting at the edge of the bar, trying not to listen in too heavily, but is just kind of like listening in a little bit on you, looking over at the dragon egg. And it's just, I'm exhausted, y'all. This has been a hell of a night.
You had a big day. You should probably sleep.
I think we're gonna get some rest too.
Ness, I know you have to protect your people, but I would be a fool for not asking for your assistance.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but simply can't.
I figured, but I felt
If
like
it comes
if I
here,
didn't
I'll
ask-
be waiting.
You, I get trying to protect home, but surely you might know someone else who might be able to help us.
There aren't very many people that I would send to help you, but I do have something that could. Choose one of you. I have a gift for you. Clystron, you should probably go home and rest. I'm not that tired. They're going to need you to guide them tomorrow. Can you put up some of the elves back in your place? Oh, yeah, I suppose I could. Sure. My place isn't too far from here. Kenna, can you help me with these elves? Oh, sure I can. Miss Rizira, mine's the short house just on the way. Queen Rizira, Your Majesty. So if you'd like to come with me sometime, it's just across the way. Just feel free to walk in and never lock the door.
Okay, sounds great.
All right.
Thank you.
Best of luck. With that, the four of them are going to depart. Ness is going to look at you all.
What?
You said you had a gift?
I guess,
What kind of gift?
yeah. Who would you think would be most suited? Like, should it go for a magic person, or like a fighter, or sneaky, or?
I've been collecting my scales over this over quite a bit of time. And I think it'd probably be easier just to show you. Just a moment. And she'll carry the dragon egg off into one of the back rooms.
Sleep well, Rizira.
That's not your name, don't worry. A moment later, Ness is going to come back carrying a huge pile of glistening bronze scales. And as she does, like, it looks impossible. Like, Ness is a very thin-boned woman, like strong built, but like she's a slight woman of like 5'7", 5'8", like carrying this massive pile of what basically equates to like molten steel in her hand. And as she carries it back, she is going to take a look at you. The size can be adjusted pretty easily, but I thought this might suit one of you. And she is going to hold up a suit of bronze dragon scale mail. Made it from my own scales. I should protect you against, bit of this, bit of that.
Wow,
That's lovely.
it's so pretty.
Yeah, I don't really wear armor. It's too bulky and big. If you make like a sword or something from them, let me know. And then I would gladly take that. But I think that suits better somewhere. Kelara, you wear scale mail, don't you?
I'm wearing a plate right now.
Oh yeah, you have that mithril stuff as well.
I think.
This looks entirely too heavy for the likes of
I can't wear it.
most of us. Kelly, this is, you said full, right?
It is scale mail, so this is
Like,
medium.
this is
armor.
like, oh, it's medium.
It's medium, yeah. So it is gives you a 14 AC plus, what's the max dex on this? I can never remember off the top of my head.
2. But it
Plus
also
2?
has disadvantage.
Disadvantage on stealth, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So max of plus 2. That would bring anybody who wears this. Most of you have a plus 2 AC or plus 2 dex, so that would bring you up a little bit. Levna has plate armor, so she's at an 18. She's better off in that.
But I just love the idea of Levna getting this armor.
Right?
Dragon scale
Aesthetics.
armor.
Or
Is there
aesthetic.
any bonuses to it being dragon scale, or is it just
Oh
basic armor?
boy, are there. So she's going to look at you, kind of hold it out and say, oh, actually, it's even better than that. So this is going to be it's an additional +1 to AC, while wearing this. So that would, if Levna had it, she'd be down from an 18 to a 17. But you gain advantage on saving throws against frightful presence and breath weapons of dragons, and gain resistance to lightning.
Shit.
That
Okay,
sounds like something Levna needs.
Yeah, Levna definitely
she keeps
needs
getting
that.
hit by this shit.
She keeps getting hit by
Yep.
dragon stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Additionally, you can focus your senses as an action to magically discern the distance to the closest dragon within 30 miles of the type of this armor.
So Levna keeps coming back for net. Yeah, this is definitely Levna's armor.
Is it?
I think so.
Does
Yeah.
the difference in
Kalara
armor
actually wants
class offset because it's +1? Or
So
she's
it's
still at
basically her
negative?
AC would drop by 1, but she'd have all of these bonuses.
Which are
Yeah, so that
very
would
good.
raise my AC by 1 because it has an additional bonus. Because I currently wear a breastplate, which is the same as scale mail.
But you have a
But it would
mithril
give
breastplate,
disadvantage.
so it's lighter. Because you have the mithril breastplate, right?
So you don't have disadvantage on. So you'd gain disadvantage on any stealth
Yes,
checks.
breastplates do not have disadvantage. Period. It's
Yeah.
nothing to do with mithril. Mithril can just be hidden.
Ew.
It's just the lightness and the hiding of it, so.
So mithril can just be hidden and like hide under clothing. It's so thin and
Mm.
light.
Yeah.
But breastplates in general have no disadvantage because there's
I
nothing
feel-
for them to clang.
Mhm.
I think. So that would be better, but that does feel like it should maybe go to Levna because that makes more sense for the fighty character to have all those bonuses.
Does
Yeah.
Levna
It would
have a
make
positive dex
Kalara
mod at all?
stand out.
She does not, but she could next time she levels.
Sorry, what did you ask?
If she has a positive dex mod. So she could next time she levels.
I don't know. I feel it's very fitting for Levna to have take it.
Right. It's definitely seeming fitting if no one else wants it.
I must admit, I wouldn't mind the 20 AC, but I also don't mind not having it.
There's also the matter that you would stand out extremely.
Yeah, if you're
I mean, it's
Well-
it's fitting, but then you also stand. So it depends on how Kalara's mind works. If she's trying to like blend in and be the country girl, right?
Mhm.
Like that's not waving like a Joan of Arc flag.
I think
She
like
could
shoot me, shoot. Yeah.
For the style of character
um,
that Kelara is, that she doesn't take it, that it goes to Levna. I just find it funny.
But
Be very
if
funny.
she's
if
starting
Kelara
to
dressed
come
up in
out
it.
of her, this is just Cal talking, not Aurontiros.
Yeah.
If Kalara's kind of like finding herself and finding that bravery and not hiding
Hmm.
and
God-
leading and standing out and making it
Godfrey's-
owning it. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Then
Godfrey's actually going to say, I think we should give it to Kelara. She's able to perform these sorts of miracles, and after what she did earlier, that might be the tipping point that can allow us to be successful. But if she goes down, I know that I always suggest and favor her, but I think that that's actually the best choice right now for all of us.
Well, whatever you think is
Kalara.
best.
When I first met you, you were hiding that staff of yours in a potato sack or something.
It's what I had on hand. I think
Why
it
were
stood out
you-
a little with the blue glow.
Were you hiding it because of its obvious magical properties?
Yeah.
Do you feel? Well, I noticed the potato sack has left your side for quite some time now. I think it's quite something to accept this gift. But the enemy does know, and they most likely do that we have a cleric of Mishakal. And what's news to me, she can bring the dead back. There's no hiding, especially if you were to wear the scales
And,
of a dragon.
and where we're going. It's not going to make... We can't hide.
To be honest, I don't really care who takes it, but it's a gift for you.
Well, thank you then for all of us.
Whoever puts it on, it should mold to fit you. To be honest, though, I did design it for a more feminine shape.
Clara's gonna look
Okay,
at Lana.
fine, I'll take it.
You've got good hips on you. I'll leave this with you. Anyone who needs, I'm going to go put this somewhere safe. Well, I'm going to go put the egg somewhere safe, and the bed at the end of the hall is anyone's who would like it. It's a queen. Quite comfortable. You've done
Thank
good
you.
work tonight, and I'll be seeing you soon. Get some rest. And she will walk to the back room, grab the egg, and depart. As she does, you can hear some noise on the bridge into the Salt Lick. She goes, "Thank you, and just leave the medical supplies outside the door. I'll make sure that they get a hold of it." "Wow, absolutely, Miss Ness. Oh, that's a big egg." "Aye, it is. Keep this our secret, will you?" Sure. It's a petrified. Gonna put it somewhere safe. Yeah, but, alright. With that, all of you are alone here, and as you are kind of sitting around, the fire crackling, Dalamar is going to lean forward and say, "Tomorrow you will still lead me where we agreed, will you not?"
Yeah.
Good. I appreciate it. Then our
Sorry for
paths...
Sorry for the delay.
It was valid. I'm sorry I wasn't more use in the actual melee. Had the dragon pursued us, I had a few things prepared, but we made the right choice.
Indeed.
Yes, indeed, I've rarely been as afraid as I was in that moment. I'm going to go rest in one of the booths. I'll see you in the morning.
Good
And
night.
Dalamar will nod and bid you good night.
Sleep well. Or...
He'll wave over his shoulder. Alright, so who's taking... Kelara, you're putting on the armor?
Yeah, if everybody's cool with that, then sure.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then
I'm
Hazeal
fine.
can take the mithril. So
Yeah.
Aurontiros? Godfrey? You know what? I think it's probably just easier. Come with me. Kelara, Levin is going to take you into the back bedroom, carrying
Okay.
the armor. Alright. Take it off, farm girl. You can leave your... Here's a little secret for people who don't wear armor. Leave your underclothes on. You don't want this chafing.
Uh-huh. I thought you left most of your clothes on under armor. Do we have
You
any
want to pick
special
light
clothes
things
on there?
that... another thing, if you have an option, wear some type of underclothes on your chest. Last thing you want is nipple chafe. Seriously. It's like sometimes like sandpaper, man. It's not cool.
Don't you...
Oh yeah, I bind. I would encourage you to do the same. Otherwise, that rubbing's gonna be real problematic. Especially when she's gonna look down and go, What? You grew up on a farm. Good job.
She's gonna dig through her bag she probably did bring some practical clothes with her.
Cool.
But like she probably wears like breeches type thing under her skirt and whatnot because traveling.
All right. Little by little, she is going to help you don the armor. And it is going to adhere to you like a second skin. It jangles a bit and will be not stealthy, even in the slightest. But it fits and hugs to your ribs, it curves down at your waist and flares out again over your hips. It's quite impressive, burnished bronze, glowing in the candlelight.
Maybe I should wear something over it because it's going to just like stand out in the sunlight.
I'd wear that cloak of yours, yeah. Besides, blue and bronze, they go well together.
Oh. Okay.
All right, Hazeal, you want to come in here and I'll give you a fitting too?
Sure, yeah. Hazeal will go.
Kalara's gonna walk out kind of red-faced from all that Levna was telling her.
And she's going to step out wearing basically this form-fitting dragon scale. Like, it's scale mail, but it kind of goes down into like a flared skirt at the bottom. The way that it's built. And it is like... there is no other term that could be used aside from majestic or badass. It is form-fitting. It is dangerous. And it is a little bit jangly as hell.
Wow. That looks great. It fits okay. Levna hasn't put armor on somebody for a long time.
It kind of just
I
went.
put your armor on, jackass!
And I fix it after.
Oh, sorry, I forgot you were a nobody.
I think that
I
you're
think
somebody,
she has some
Godfrey.
good tips. I'm going to take them to heart.
Good. And thanks, Aurontiros.
What did Aurontiros say? Kalara's gonna look distractedly. Wait. Oh, there you are.
Right. So, as in the back room, Levna's going to like help you put on the breastplate and go, well, it barely fits, but I think that's to your benefit. She'll give you a wink.
Yeah, some would say so.
Built sturdy. Are you sure you can still do your magic hubbubaloo around this thing?
Yeah, I think I can.
Nice. The best part about this is this will go right under your robes when you decide to start wearing those again.
Exactly.
That's interesting. She'll give you a couple dangs on the top of your chest. Ting, ting. Oh, man. See, I need to get a full suit made of that stuff. I'd love to be able to, like... I don't know. Maybe dance in my armor. That'd be pretty nice.
I mean, you move pretty well in it already.
Well... thanks. Presenting... the freshly armored Hazeal Nightgranite. And Hazeal will wander out. She looks exactly the same because the armor blends right into her outfit. There's just like a little bit of mithril breastplate sticking out the bottom of the collar where the shirt's still being
only if
buttoned
she
up.
cut off the covering that Kelara got added to it.
Oh, that's
Remember,
fair.
Kelara went to Taylor to cover it to hide it even more.
Oh, that's fair. That's right. You did have that.
So I'm sure the acid damaged that a bit.
Oh yeah, probably would have. So yeah, she'll have torn off the rest of it. So just like a little bit of sparkle underneath Hazel's tawny tan shirt. Looking good.
Yeah. It, Good thing it's so light because, we're not built the same, so it's a little
But it looks like it fits
tight,
you.
but yeah.
Yeah.
And this is good. Good.
All right. Well, I'm going to be unknightly, and I'm taking the bed. Anybody
gave
who
up
wants
the
to
armor.
join me can.
It's a bed. Kalara's gonna head over and just be like, yep. She's gonna sleep on a bed. Levna can lie against the wall. Or the side, whichever one she wants, but Kalara's damn well lying on a bed.
Unless Godfrey wants to draw straws, she'll say as Kelara heads into the back room.
I think, as much as I would like to, I think it's
She
more
gives you
knightly
a
to give.
look.
Yeah, straws.
She's gonna hold up 2 straws from the bar. Because they'll have like, I'm gonna say there's straws there. There's some hay nearby or something. She's gonna reach down, pick up 2 pieces of hay. One's quite long. She picks up the other one and is gonna snap it off. And is going to, without putting them into the same hand, cover the bottom so they're the same length. And inside of your sight, Godfrey, I should say, and is going to hold the hands out. Youth before beauty.
Thank you. Oh. Pick the long one.
Sleep well. She'll clap you on the shoulder. Aurontiros, you better not snore.
I don't.
Okay, good. Then we're going to be fine. Help me take off my armor.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you're the one that wanted to be minstrel. And as that, Godfrey, you're going to head back into the bedroom. Kelara, Godfrey is going to be at the door.
All right. Wait, can you get that clasp? I can't reach the armor clasp.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll kind of stumble in a little bit and go over there and straighten himself out, and then help with the clasp. Would you
Levna
like?
pulled bullshit, didn't she?
I hope you're not disappointed.
You gonna run away like you did last time?
I'm here, aren't I?
Good. You better stick around.
Yes, ma'am.
I can do a lot more than I could last time. She's gonna let like radiant light come up around her hand.
You sure can. That's
Excellent.
here. Would you mind getting that clasp?
Yeah, sure.
Right. You work on each other's armor, slowly peeling it off. Then what do you do?
Make
Think-
sure the door's shut.
I think the door is basically shut,
Oh.
but knowing the others, because Kalara's not stupid,
Mhm.
she's gonna sneak up to the door as quietly as she can, expecting Aurontiros to do exactly what he's miming, rip the door open and shout in his ear, "Go to bed." And then close the door.
Can I get an intimidation roll?
Sure.
Did you roll?
1.
Was it 1 or a 20?
1.
Not 20. So that's 23.
A 23. And
For
then
the
you
first
shut
time in Aurontiros' life, he goes to bed.
She didn't say you had to go to sleep, just that you had to go to bed.
All right. And then do you shut and lock the door?
Yeah, she just shuts it.
Okay. And I think with that, we're going to fade to black and take a break. So folks, we'll be right back after this quick break. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is the part of the program where we're going to talk to the chat for about a minute because I have a lot that I want us to do tonight still. So, hey, folks, quick reminder, though, as we are going into next episode, we're probably going to beat the chapter tonight, which means that if you have questions for how to run Chapter 5, The Northern Wastes, go to our Discord or post in the comments below questions that you have, because next episode is going to be the how to run, most likely, where we're going to talk about how I ran this, what the players liked, what the characters really enjoyed, what were perhaps useless encounters. We only didn't do one thing, and that was Blue Maw Cave, because it's basically this thing where you go and help some dwarves. And it's nice, there are dwarves. It doesn't factor into any of the other plots, though, and it's just kind of, oh, we also didn't go feed Dragonlance. So definitely leave some comments down there below. Also, if you want to support the channel, for as little as $5 a month, for as little as $1 a month, you can join the Patreon, but at $5 a month, you get a ton of additional content. I am looking at other things to run for that as well, but I can guarantee in the near future, Demon the Descent is going to be dropping, as well as early access to Alien Destroyer of Worlds. The dates for that are we're going to finally start recording that in July, and the cast for that is pretty stacked so far. If you want to see more Christine and Cal action, head over to that, as well as some Millie and some Michael. It is a pretty stacked bunch of Space Marines, and I'm just confirming our 5th player for that, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you can come and watch it with us. It's going to go on public access probably around September, October, somewhere in there. And so that is what we are going to be doing. There's also a ton of additional content, and I'm looking at, I'm not sure, but if I have any time to do Keys from the Golden Vault and enough people on the Patreon are interested, I might consider running some of that in the fall. So thanks very much for supporting us over on patreon.com/dorktales. And Dorktales episode 0 of Dorktales the podcast is dropping on the 1st, thanks to Jen's amazing editing. With that, that's all the plugging I have to do. Please support us on Patreon. It keeps the lights on. And I just had the realization now that we have 152 patrons right now, which is fantastic. I know that's going to drop a bit at the end of the month. It always does when people come, people go. That's fine. I want to thank everybody who supported us up to now. And I'd love to get that up at 200, because that would just be the biggest boost to my mood in the world, guys. Just even having dollar tier people. And to 200, I'll run an Avatar game like once a month on the channel. So Avatar: The Last Airbender, not the blue people.
Yes.
Right? Chris will shave his head and draw an arrow, maybe, if we get 250.
If I'm gonna shave my head, it'll probably be for extra life.
Okay. All right. I can run the first game, and we'll set it in Republic City. And if we raise $10,000 for extra life in August, Chris will shave his head, and I'll paint a blue arrow on it, and he can be Aang.
You know what's funny? I'd rather get a tattoo than shave my head.
We look at your luscious hair.
Yeah. Plus, if it's something like tasteful, like, yeah, I'll get a tattoo.
All right.
But would you rather get a like shave your head or get that blue arrow tattoo?
On
your face?
On
I
my
think
head.
shave your head.
If someone held a gun to me and I had to choose, yeah,
If
I
someone
guess I'm
threatened to
shaving my
bend your
hair.
All right, so that's a great conversation.
The
But
hairbender.
Hairbender, yeah. Neocal, the last hairbender. All right, so folks, let's head back into
Hopefully
game.
the last one.
Hopefully the last one. Let's head back into game real quick, and let's enjoy the rest of the session. So, welcome back to Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, here on Dork Tales. We'll be hopping back into game. Anybody who's curious, Robin, you took off your wig for the night because you're getting a wig migraine. So if anybody's like, hey, what happened to Riz's hair? It was a wig migraine, because that happens. We gotta stretch that wig out a little more, I think.
Yeah,
But
every game, it seems to break. Just
we need to get like
make my head
like a soccer ball
die
and just
and-
inflate it inside the wig.
I just want to like, you know, just murder my head.
Jen
so,
dropped
I
a tip.
figured.
In there.
Nice.
Yeah,
So
mine
if you-
often will do that. But if you spray like high proof alcohol inside and stretch it out before you wear it, try not to put it on immediately after spraying the alcohol, because then you get alcohol in your face. But it helps me anyway, so maybe it'll help you.
Yeah, so I hope you feel better. Do you
Not
take some
tonight,
painkillers?
obviously, because you're done.
You take some painkillers?
Yep.
You still have the lovely new haircut, though.
Thank you.
Nice. All right, so folks, let's head back in. So, the next morning, you wake up inside of the salt lick. Ness is snuck back early morning, waking a couple of you as she opens the front door. And you can hear the sound of the fire pit being stoked, the smell of sizzling bacon, reptile steaks, eggs. And sheepishly, perhaps, the door to the back bedroom is going to open, and the lot of you can come out and be served breakfast. Plates are set down, as well as breakfast beer in front of each of you. Nice hearty fare to get you settled for the day. Big chunks of bread toasted on the fire, as well as some potatoes and other vegetarian root options for those of you who would prefer something a bit less meaty. Good morning to each of you. Did you sleep well?
Yeah, I found like a rock outside. I just ended up staring at the sky all night, and then I think I just fell asleep somewhere outside.
Well, Kendra do fall asleep in the strangest of places.
It's true.
Did you sleep well, Dame Lavna? Sir Lavna is fine. Your dragonness. Ness is going to kind of smile a bit wickedly, a bit almost too wide for her human mouth. Like, it's going to be a little unsettling seeing that many teeth on this woman for a minute, but it's going to be kind of a... Aurontiros, Hazeal, you sleep well as well. As much as any of your time sleeps, Aurontiros.
Well enough.
Aurontiros will kind of be in the corner next to a window. And ivy's grown through the window, like down it and kind of around them. And they're going to seem a little more tired than usual, because they've been doing a ritual overnight.
Oh, so you didn't long rest. right. So that does mean that none of your spells are going to replenish. Okay, so long as you're down with that. All right, so how much ivy can you grow with that?
So I had meant to do this before, and this may be their last chance visiting this place for a while. So the spell plant growth says that they can enrich soil in a half-mile radius.
Oh,
And I
damn.
want this place to prosper.
Okay. So as you...
And so, yeah, it's an 8-hour spell.
Okay.
And yeah, it kind of more than doubles the like yield and makes the plants grow faster and bigger and healthier, and that's what they've been doing.
Okay. So, with that, the side of the Salt Lick and all down the edges of the canyon on the tiered levels are going to be covered in ivy and fresh growth and flowering plants. Ness is going to like look out the window down. And in Elven, she's going to whisper to you. Your gift is well appreciated. You've got quite a green thumb about you, she says in common.
Yeah, we've got a gardener, we've got a chef, we've got someone who burns things. And by that I mean food to help the chef. We got
Oh, I thought you were talking about Hazeal.
no, Hazeal kind of does, but they use their hammer more. They nail things. And then Levna nails moving things.
I nail anything that moves, is what you mean, she says, and cheers.
So you're the first person to ride the dragon. How did it go?
What? What? I haven't. And she's going to look over at Ness, and Ness is going to look at her, and she's going to go, I've never ridden a dragon. Well, that's too bad. You might like it.
Stop scaring the humans.
She beat me to it.
I'm going to walk up to Levna.
Especially when we have Godfrey here to make fun of. Not a single joke.
What happened with Godfrey?
I was going to say
Godfrey,
something
fix
to
your
Levna,
hair.
but it was just like,
Yeah.
what? What's wrong with my hair?
Oh, did you you guys have a Kinder date first?
What?
What? No, there's no Kender date yet. That's when we get back.
Rizira. Levna's going to
What?
look down. Do you honestly think that I would let anything like that happen around here? Come on. I'm a knight. Keeping things proper by the oath and the measure are my job. She's going to give you a smile. You can make me an insight roll.
Yes.
What'd you get?
24.
Okay, cool. I rolled a 9. She's going to kind of give you like a little bit of a look, but that's going to kind of deflect off your Kender.
Twing.
Let him have this. The front door will...
Making fun of them.
Good morning, y'all. Hope something smells good, Plastron's gonna say as he enters. I'm ready to take y'all up toward the north whenever you'd like.
Oh. That would be lovely. I think we're just about ready to go.
Well, I'm ready if y'all are. Just sopping up the breakfast sausage. Or whatever this is.
Has Dalamar come around yet?
And as you say that, like a bad smell, Dalamar will loom kind of around the corner. It's just wetting my whistle.
Then yeah,
Ready to
I
go
say
whenever.
We're good to go.
Well, finish breakfast and we shall head off.
Yeah, Ness, I don't know if you know or find anything, but like if dragons shed teeth, and like let's say you found one that fell out,
Hypothetically.
hypothetically, that would make a really cool dagger or sword. Let me know.
I'll let you know if something like that comes along. At the moment, there's no dragon that I know that's geriatric enough to start losing teeth.
Oh. Okay, that's fair.
But I'll keep it here. I'll keep you in
What
mind.
about a baby dragon? Do baby dragons lose baby dragon teeth?
Of course they do.
Oh, just like humans? Isn't that
I mean,
weird?
not just like humans, but similar to humans.
Do you not lose your baby teeth, Aurontiros?
No, that's weird. You're like those things in the water with the sharp teeth. You just have all these teeth in your head waiting to... Like humans just keep regrowing their teeth? Isn't that weird?
No.
What do you
don't?
do? What the
You
elves do?
have baby ones, they fall out, and then you get adult ones, and then that's all you get. Like dogs.
I don't know what
Wait,
you're
that
talking
happens to
about,
dogs?
Aurontiros.
Uh-huh.
I lost my baby teeth several hundred years ago. Is it just the Qualinasti who don't lose their baby teeth, or do you just have very tiny teeth?
No, they just get bigger. Like the rest of us.
Sometimes I think we're different species.
Or is this gonna like try and
I'm
like
just gonna
open
shake my head at you and
Aurontiros'
just, like,
mouth?
"What?"
I think the most curious thing is that Hazeal hasn't told us what happens with the dwarves yet. How do dwarf teeth work?
Drinks morning beer.
I thought they lost them when they ate rocks or something. Levin is going to say. Don't they
Yeah,
just...
They just
generally.
replace them with rocks?
I mean, dwarf...
No, they're always shedding them
haven't.
and getting new ones. It's like
Yeah,
those
like-
creatures in the lakes that need to constantly bite.
I see. I thought
they
they were
don't
like
chew
donkeys and
rocks-
horses where they have to chew the rocks because they keep getting longer.
No,
yeah,
well,
they
you
keep
see,
getting longer, like beavers.
what? Yeah, well, what
What's a
Aurontiros
beaver?
was saying was correct. Is that we keep shedding them and we get new ones, but that's what rocks, like our teeth become rocks. That's why there's so many rocks.
That makes a lot of sense.
So
Mhm.
the stones that we left here when we entered Heart's Hollow for the first time,
The
those are
dwarf
just
teeth.
dwarf teeth?
Yes.
Yeah. Obviously.
Gross.
So Dalamar, where are we going?
Yeah, let's
We're
go.
going north. I'm ready to go when you are.
I'm ready. Finish his
Well,
breakfast beer.
Oh yeah, I
Let-
can regain all of my hit points. Right.
Well, then let's be off. With that, you begin to head to the north. You head across and out of Heart's Hollow, and make your way across the landscape that is the northern wastes. It doesn't take you terribly long to bypass Camp Carrionclay, keeping an eye to the sharp cliffs of the surrounding region, and making your way ever northward. As you continue on your way and make your way toward the coast, there will be a little inlet where water is sloshing up against the side of the coastline. The wash is fairly, well, it's in its middle stage today. And as you round the side of this cove, Dalamar will wave to you and say, "It's over here. The ley lines were drawing me ever closer to this location. Keep your wits about you.
Right, what are we doing? Why are we here again?
An ancient artifact. Some type of, some remnant of ancient magic here has drawn my attention.
Right.
Just
So
keep your
be on
wits
guard
about you
from
and everything
magic.
will be fine. Exactly. And as he leans around the corner, you will find yourself in this unassuming little inlet. However, this cove is lightly obscured by a fog that billows out of this cave in the distance. There, inside of the cave. Do you head over?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
As you do, you head inside of the cave. There's going to be, it's going to be like this low mist that kind of bellows out. And as it does, you are going to hear a sudden howl inside of the cave as a creature not unlike the one that you faced in the Shadowfell is going to erupt out of the cave and is going to advance on you. This one is similar to a wolf in nature, large and rotten from the inside out. It is going to let out a tremendous howl as it sees you and is going to prepare to charge. Can I get an initiative roll off of everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Dalamar. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Someone give me something good happens. I gotta reroll that. Okay, Levna rolled a... That is going to be an 18 for Levna. Kleistrin is going to hide. All right, so looking at this, I have... Oh, and I got to roll for... Okay. Rizira at a 25. Then I have Chris at a 20. Okay, so Godfrey at a 20. Followed by... Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Aurontiros at a 20. 2. Then I have Godfrey. Then I have Kelara. Then I have the Ankylocks. Then I have... Oh, wait, no, I messed up again. So it's Levna, Ankylocks. So Levna and Kelara have the same initiative. And then we have Hazeal, and then Dalamar.
You got
All
worse
right,
than
so
me.
yeah, I rolled a 2.
Oof. I rolled a 5, so
Dalamar.
yay.
Oof.
Yeah, he has like a 5 with his bonuses. All right, so as you are seeing this, I have so Riz, I had a feeling you'd be out the front with Kelara being flanked by the 2 knights, with the other 3 in the back. So at the top of the initiative, we have Rizira. Rizira, what would you like to do?
Probably so do I remember from the tower, was I able to hit it? Like, did my
Yeah, you were.
weapons do?
They did.
Cool. Just, it was the golem that was ineffective.
Yeah, it was the golem. This thing is undead, but it cuts real well. This is the one
Okay.
with the rib cage that grabs people, like that Ghostbusters toy from the 80s.
Right. Okay, so I think Rizira's going to... She's going to, yeah, take out her hoopak and make one attack with that as an action.
Okay.
Ooh, does a 17 hit? I'm gonna spend my determination.
Okay, that hits.
Perfect. Alrighty. Gonna grab my little d4 and my 4d6. That's 10, 16, 17, 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. So there's going to be a as it snaps in the side of this thing's head as it roars at you. And what else are you doing?
So then I'm going to remember what my. So then she's going to move. She's kind of gonna go into this like, looks like an old skeleton, kind of in this cave
This
area.
ancient old skeleton, yeah, kind of over on the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna run into that there, and then as a bonus action, she's going to taunt it and be like, "Hey, you big ugly thing! You know, I faced a dragon this morning, and I think I'm more disgusted by you than it."
Okay, so running into an ancient ribcage of some type of whale or creature, you are going to taunt. What's my DC for this?
It is 15 wisdom.
Okay, I have used a hurt them more to roll with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And let's find out what I roll. Okay, that is going to be a 21 for me.
Oof,
So the taunt is not going to work, but that was a hell of a hit you got on it.
Cool. All right, that's Riz's turn. She's now
Okay.
starts playing the bone cage. Do.
Okay.
Oh, Lion King.
Aurontiros and then Godfrey is on deck. Aurontiros, what do you do? What are you thinking, Aurontiros?
So this thing is fleshy and dead looking.
It is undead, yeah. It is basically a rotted wolf with exposed ribs that are kind of pulsing and groaning like a gate, like kind of like a rusty gate. The hinges of the ribs swinging open wide to grasp at things.
Oh, okay, well. And it's approximately how far from us?
From you, it's about
Aurontiros
30
react?
feet ahead of you.
Hmm.
And it's preparing a rush.
Aurontiros is going to say some arcane nonsense. Isamanaro. And Misty step up onto the cliff face.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you can see where I'm.
Yep, absolutely. So you can...
That's possible.
Yeah, totally.
And fire. Yeah, shoot his bow at it.
Okay, go ahead. Make me an attack roll.
That is a 19.
19's gonna hit. Roll me damage.
That is 8. 8 with the bow. And
Okay.
kind of musical, magical strum will come from his rather tired voice and be like, Godfrey, watch its giant mouth. And give him.
You use your bonus action to Misty Step.
That's a bonus action, right?
So you can't give Bardic at the same turn.
All right, so he's just gonna say
Just
that,
say it.
and yeah, still say it.
I
It's just not
remember.
magical.
Okay. All right.
I remember.
Sounds good. All right, Godfrey, then it's your turn. So the arrow's going to and is going to slam into the side of the creature. It's going to roar in pain with. And Godfrey, what do you do? After that, Kelara and Levna are on deck.
Okay. I hate. And he's gonna rush up towards it and start attacking it. First attack will be 11. Let's say no to that one. Second attack will be a 19.
19's gonna hit.
Perfect. I'm going to spend a superiority die and use a trip attack against this thing.
Okay. What's my... It's a strength save?
Strength DC 16.
16. I got a 13. Unfortunately, that's not enough. So you're going to
All
trip
right,
it.
it's prone. And it is dealt 17 points of damage.
Okay.
Now let's action surge. Attacking with advantage now.
Okay, because it's prone. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so that'll be an 11.
Nope.
Oh, sorry, no. That's a 20. Sorry,
20 is a
11
hit.
plus 9. Yep. My bad.
Totally.
And just want to double check something. I don't think any of the other maneuvers I have are particularly good against it, so that'll just be 11 damage.
Okay.
Die down.
Die down. All right.
No.
So it'll be a 27 for each,
That's going to hit for sure. Give me damage.
13 points of damage. And that's it.
All right. Rushing forward, you're going to slash your blade into it. Once, twice, 3 times as it has fallen to the ground, bloodying it. Well, at least as much as the congealed blood that drips off of its damaged frame can be considered bloodied. Now, Kelara and Levna are on deck. Do you want to go first or second, Kelara?
I'm happy to go.
Okay.
So Riz just taunted it, correct?
Yes, unsuccessfully.
Okay. And Godfrey's up at it. I just want to double check how good is like Godfrey and Levna's armor class?
Levna has an AC of 18, and Godfrey has an AC of 21.
Okay. I'm going to Shield of Faith Levna to give her +2, and Sacred Flame the thing.
Okay,
So it
what's my
needs to make
save?
me a dex save.
I fail.
Okay.
Okay.
But do you critically fail because of disadvantage from being prone?
Oh, you're right.
So is that
I do not. So I still fail, but I don't botch.
so that is
Oh,
no bonuses.
never
to
mind.
that,
Prone
so
doesn't give
12
disadvantage. My
points of
bad.
radiant damage.
12 points of radiant damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Radiant energy is going to flare in its face, and it's going to scream, and Levna is going to rush up, and as it is prone, is going to let out a roaring battle cry, and is going to roll not well on that first attack. That is going to be a massive... what is my attack bonus? That is going to be +5. That's not going to be enough on the first one. Second attack is going to be... That's a crit! 19 is a crit for Levna. So she is... Thank you for that advantage. She is going to roll middling on the first 4. 4, 8, 11... 16 points of damage on it as she plunges her greatsword down into it, and that is going to be it for Levna. And now we are down at it. The Ankylox is going to stand up and is going to snarl. Godfrey, you did the most damage against it. It is going to snarl and is going to make an attack on you. It is going to lash out with its claws and try to grab onto your ribcage. As it does so, Levna is going to use her reaction to activate her protection fighting style, giving disadvantage on all of these.
Nice.
All right, so
Levna.
she's great when I remember her rules. That is a 16 on the first claw, thanks to that.
All right, hold on. I'm going to brace because it missed me, so I'm going to attack it.
Oh my god, you guys are a terrifying pair, I just realized.
And so that will be a 28.
Okay, that'll hit.
All right, and I'm also going to turn that into a tripping attack.
Okay.
So DC 16.
DC, that's gonna fail. It's
right.
going to be knocked down with your tripping attack. Give me damage for the
And-
tripping attack.
16.
16 damage. Okay, so that's gonna be, oh god, this thing's very hurt. You're going to knock it to, it's going to like rise up, take a swipe at you. Levna's going to flash her greatsword up to kind of give it a bit of difficulty reaching you. You're going to use that to slash one of its legs out from under it. It's going to tumble again, and then is going to roar using the remainder of its movement to stand up a second time, and is going to make another attack on you. That is gonna be a miss again. And then it is going to attempt its entrapping rend. Oh god, this is amazing. So that is going to be, you know what, I have hurt them more. I'm going to
Do it.
I'm gonna use it. So that is gonna be a 27 to entrapping rend you.
Oh, that'll do it.
Okay.
Not on my watch. Get
Oh,
out
God
of
damn.
here.
Silver
Yes.
barbs.
Ow.
Who are you giving advantage
Yes.
It's going to Godfrey.
to? Okay. That is still, god damn it. That's a 20.
Oh,
And your AC is
Sorry.
21, right?
yep.
Okay. That's going to be a 20. It's going to reach out, and what would have been an amazing attack is going to be buffeted away by a silvery barbs that is going to strike through it, and that is its turn. Hazeal, you're up.
Sacred Flame.
Okay. That is an 11.
Does not save.
Okay, give it to me.
10 damage.
10 damage. All right. It's going to slash out at Godfrey, and Sacred Flame is going to ignite its face. It's going to let out a yowl of pain. And anything else you're doing into your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Dalamar is going to look at this and say, just in case you thought I wasn't actually going to help in this endeavor. And is going to upcast Fireball at 5th level. Aiming at the back corner of the cave, is going to go and let fly, which is, it's going to be a fail. So one moment while I please, because I rarely get to cast Fireball, guys. That is going to be 10d6 fire damage. Let's use a dice roller.
Literally thought Dalamar was stabbing us in the back and killing. Godfrey
The
and
perfect
Levna.
time to hit all of you with a fireball.
Right?
Okay.
20-foot radius.
He's going to reach into his pouch, pick up the fireball, and say, duck. And is going to hurl a ball of fire into the back of the cove. There's going to
Where?
be at the back. It's going to fly, go right through you, and is going to go behind the ankle locks. This creature's going to kind of watch as this little mote of light flies over its head, going, and then the explosion is going to hit from behind, knocking you and kind of Levna on your ass. And as it does, there are just a few, 4 smoking wolf feet on the ground there. And the fight is over. Bit of overkill.
That was
perhaps.
easy.
Yeah.
Well, look at that.
My
Well,
teamwork's getting better.
Yeah, you ain't half bad. Oh.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's
I'm
get
just
your
gonna-
thing.
Just gonna catch my breath here for a moment.
Okay. The fog is going to still be hanging quite low, covering the area. And Dalamar is going to let out a little and is going to cast Detect Magic. searching the cave. Anybody who wants to search the cave can by making me a disadvantage roll on investigation.
On investigation.
Yep. Dalamar will have it. That doesn't help. That's a 3 and a 4.
Is there a reason it's disadvantage?
Because of the fog.
Oh, it's because of the fog.
Can I also cast Detect Magic?
Absolutely. That will give you advantage on the check to find things.
So flat then, or advantage?
No, you'll have actually advantage. Even in the fog, it'll
yay.
give you advantage.
Oh, nice.
25
Holy crap.
with disadvantage.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So looking around, you'll see that there's like this center column in the center of this cave. And there's a bit of a glowing bit of enchantment magic resonating from behind it. Rizira, you are going to not notice that so much, but as you look around, you are going to be kind of like kicking around the sand, looking around for anything that's there. Dalamar is going to be kind of looking around too, kind of waving light at the tip of his staff through the fog, having a bit of difficulty seeing through the thickness. But you are going to find a little piece of broken black rounded glass on the ground. About the size of a palm. Do you pick it up?
Yeah.
The fog dissipates instantly. What just happened?
Who did that?
Rizira, what did you touch?
I'm
Rizira touched something.
magic. I use magic.
Again?
Hey.
Dalamar will quickly head over to you.
Yeah, she'll show.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll go take a look as well.
Did
May
this
I?
do it? Yeah, of course.
He'll take it. Hazeal, anybody who is looking at this can make me an intelligence arcana check.
Is a dirty 20.
That is exactly what you need.
Ooh.
So Dalamar will take it and cradle it in his hand gently. Hazeal, as you look at this, you're going to realize that the glass is the remnant of a destroyed orb of dragonkind. Long ago, these orbs were forged to help defeat dragons. They were taken to each of the 5 towers where they were used to speed the war against dragons toward the victorious end back in the day. They are about 10 inches in diameter, and when used, they grow quite large. If it was working, you can use them to cure wounds, to cast death orbs, to scry, to call dragons. Like, they're incredibly powerful. Think of, like, in Lord of the Rings, the Palantir, Hayden Panettiere. So that, but this is destroyed. Besides having just a faint remnant of enchantment magic, there is nothing else that appears to be present on it. Interesting. Well, I think this is the only thing inside of the cave.
Is it what you were looking for?
I think it might be. I would like to take it back for study.
Can I make an insight check on...
Yes, you may.
Ooh, I rolled a 19.
Okay.
My insight is plus 4.
As casual as he's being about this, like, oh, it might be. This is what he's looking for. This is what he's looking for. This is what he wants. He wants this right now. Like, he's like doing his best to be like, oh, maybe I'll give this dragon orb my phone number, but has been like secretly following it on Instagram for months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's thirsty for this.
What is that?
It's some type of broken glass. Magical. You don't mind, do you?
May I
Mind-
see it?
Mind what?
Of course.
Just gonna look at it a little closer. I'm mostly watching for his reaction.
I'm
Like-
gonna roll deception 1 sec.
Cool.
Okay, so not enough to beat that insight roll you had before.
Okay.
But enough that besides the two of you, I don't think anybody else is really no one's really pushing for insight as far as I can tell. So there's just this moment between he and you where you're holding it and you can see a little bit of sweat begin to form on his upper lip. Quite interesting, isn't it, Hazeal?
I am going to subtle spell cast message to Dalamar.
Okay. Yes.
I know what this is, and I know you want it. What are you going to do for us? And then I'll hand it back.
And so I get 25 words to respond.
Yep.
I would have thought that my assistance thus far had been sufficient. I have guided you. I have aided you, the camp. Is that not enough, friend dwarf?
I will subtle spell message again. And we're just kind of staring each other down at this point.
So can I get an insight roll off of anybody else who's watching this?
Well, I was going to say it earlier, but I wanted to let the scene play out.
Please.
That ever since that fireball, Aurontiros is trying to pay attention to how they did that, if that was an innate ability, if he used some sort of magic dust or what his material components were, but hasn't had a chance to ask him. So just been watching, being interestingly destructive.
Godfrey is not paying much attention. He's catching his breath.
Are you guys flirting or something? Levna's gonna say.
Riz,
I thought there was
Riz
something
is gonna
between-
try
You're gonna make
and again
I thought there was something between them.
Tie Dalamar's shoes together.
He's wearing boots, but they do have laces, I'll say.
Yeah.
All right, maybe it's
Only a
stealth.
I rolled a
check.
natural. I know the natural 20 for stealth.
All right, I'm gonna roll a perception roll to see if he no 4.
30 was my stealth.
Okay, so everybody so Aurontiros, Kelara, Riz, you're gonna see something's going on there. So you subtle spell message back to his. Haven't I helped enough?
Not enough for what this is worth. Perhaps a boon in the future.
Agreed. Well, thank you for your aid in this endeavor, he will say out loud in Kalin. I suppose I should be making my leave. I wish you the best of luck making it to the city. I hope that my guidance to there has brought a bit of expediency to your quest.
I believe it
That was
has.
very helpful.
Aren't you curious? Don't you have the adventurous spirit? Don't you want to tag along with the rest of the way?
As much as I would love to, I do worry that the Sylvanesti enclave will be somewhat diminished without my sparkling presence.
You're not wrong.
I wish you all the best.
So long.
And farewell. So, as Dalamar says, I wish you all of the best in your endeavors. Turns, takes a step, and immediately face plants. Really,
You
Kenda?
okay?
Really?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know how your laces got like that. Magic.
Gosh.
Oh, that dang
Rizira,
magic.
did you do that?
No. Did I do that?
I like how you answered the question with another question.
No.
It is the Kender way.
Rizira,
I will help Delamar up.
thank you. Would you like to know a magical secret, Rizira?
Yeah.
Oh,
Please, come closer.
Okay.
And he's going to lean and whisper in your ear, the next time you're going to do that, you are going to piss yourself. And I need you to make me a wisdom save versus suggestion.
hold on.
Oh no.
Is that what that does?
Yeah, suggestion. You can specify conditions that will trigger a special activity during the duration.
What level is this?
It's level 2.
Interesting.
16. I'm gonna spend my determination to make that a 19.
All right, fine, you big, spoil sport. So you're going to feel like magic tendrils kind of reaching into your brain for a second, and then you're going to realize that you're a Kender, so there's nothing in your head anyway.
It's
It kind of just like clutches at nothing. It's like, damn.
Huh.
Wait, does he have to say it so that you can hear it? You suggest a course of activity. Yeah, they have to be able to understand you. Okay, cool. It'll raise an arched eyebrow at you. Well, perhaps not.
You want me to piss me though?
He wants to watch you do what?
It's odd.
I take my leave of you. Best of luck. And he will untie his laces and will wander off. Right as Clystern's going to go, are you not good? I'm departing. Oh, well, fine. The rest of you all ready to head out? I can get you to where your friends are. You have no issue making your way back to the camp. Before long, Clystern is going to have you there alongside the rest of the army. You are going to make your way inside of the camp and will quickly find your way to Darrett. Dressed in his armor, awaits your presence. My friends, great to see you here. We've located the enemy. They're 2 miles north. We can march whenever you're ready and make the distraction.
How many days of travel was this?
So this is just, you are blurring, so like, this is like, because of Habakkuk's blessing and Clystern, so this is going to be the evening of that night when you make it there.
So the same day
Same
that
day.
we departed.
Yeah.
So we haven't had another rest.
No.
Aurontiros, you're kind of having bags under your eyes.
I think you look lovely,
Yes,
my
well.
friend.
Oh, well, thank you.
Did we want to wait for first light? Just before dawn?
Or even slightly earlier than that when more people are sleeping.
We're all good. Aurontiros, you just need 4 hours, right? You do trance, you don't sleep properly, right?
I could do with the few hours.
Well, it's about 8 right now. Why don't we attack in the early hours of the morning?
I think that's a good plan.
So rest up, my friends. Soon,
That's a good idea.
right? Let's share a meal and then prepare for war. You all sit around, grabbing some dinner as Aurontiros rests. Aurontiros, you could take a long rest. So you are going to be able to regenerate everything that you need there. And is anybody doing any last things before the battle commences?
I'm going to dismiss and then recast Mage Armor on Riz, just so that
Okay.
she has the full 8 hours from when we start the battle, just in case.
Okay. Sounds good. So, you cast that, and around midnight, Derek gathers you around where his tent is being packed up. A foldable table made of wood is there, and he gathers you all around it and says, "All right, so Wind's End is located here, next to this cleft in the cliffs. We're going to be attacking over here to draw their fire. I suggest you make a beeline for that. Sneak in to try to find a way into the city while they're distracted. We'll make as much noise as we can. With luck, we'll surprise them. You'll have no problem sneaking or fighting your way through. Any questions?"
I don't think so. No. You go well.
You as well.
We're
It's
getting
been
a
an-
drink after this. When we get
Only
back.
if you're buying.
I'm buying.
It has been an honor being your friend. All of you.
Same here.
Garrett?
Privilege was ours.
I hope to see you again.
Are we going to attack like fairly soon kind of thing, or are we still...
Like within the next hour or so. As soon
Okay.
as you're ready, we advance.
I am going to twin spell cast Death Ward on Derek and Levna.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
What just happened? What just happened? He'll look as you cast the spell, and it kind of shimmers around him.
Stay safe.
I'll do my best.
And Darrett, he'll go to clasp, like, his hand. May your sword be as swift as your feet. And gonna cast Longstrider on him too.
Ooh, fancy.
It's, you know, it helps those fighter types. Mages, quickly do everything you can to keep him alive.
We all like this guy too much.
Right?
Best of luck to each of you. You better all survive.
You as well.
I hope to. And with your blessings, I think it'll be a little easier. Let us know when you're ready to go.
Think we're ready.
Yeah.
Right. Then let's make some noise. With that, a call goes out. And the contingent from Calaman arms themselves. You can see soldiers that arrived from Vogler amidst their ranks. You can see members of Cudgel's mercenary brigade amidst them. You can see Vogler amidst them. You can see the defense of Calaman. And you can see the stern faces of humans, half-elves, dwarves, and even a Kender or two as they prepare to march. The attack is launched. Ahead lies the outpost called Wind's End, a ramshackle enclosure pressed against massive cliff walls. Beside it, a strip of land has been cleared of rocks. Right on cue, shouts ring out from the southwest, quickly followed by smoke and alarm bells. In the distance, the silvery armor of Calaman's soldiers cut a swath through the unprepared Dragon Army camp. As chaos unfolds, most of the Dragon Army soldiers stationed at Wind's End rush to their Dragonel mounts and take to the air, leaving the outpost vulnerable. You find yourselves there, at the base of Wind's End. Ahead of you, you can see that there are several dragon army soldiers stationed, rushing around, moving. The fray around you is thronging with danger as they desperately try to aim a counterattack. And I would like everybody here to make me an initiative roll. Wait, I'm Levna. I have advantage on this. I rolled 2 3s. You gotta be kidding me. What is with me in 3s? It's not even funny at this.
Silvery barbs.
You can't.
Wait,
I can only do that to the worst.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Now let's roll for those guys. 2 and 6 and 19 and 9.
Question.
Okay. Yes.
If something is just touch, that generally means I could do it to myself, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Sweet. I death ward myself going into this.
That's a good idea.
I figured between us we can get 3 people, so.
I was
All
torn
right.
between doing it for one of the others or me, but I figured, you know what? I can help bring them back to life if they drop. I can't bring myself
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I have Hazeal.
Riz
on
will have passed out a potion to everyone from the group.
Okay, that sounds good. So I have Hazeal, I have Dragon Army Officer 1, I have Rizira, then I have Kelara, then I have Aurontiros, then I have Dragon L, then I have Godfrey, Dragon Army Officer 1 or 2, Dragon Army Officer 3, Levna. And then at... All right. However, because of the throng of battle, you are going to see that these soldiers are in a bit of disarray, and you will have advantage on them. You will have surprise on them, I should say. The choke point has been engaged, and top of the initiative, we have Hazeal. What do you do?
Cool. What all do I see?
So in front of you, you can see that there are a set of stables on the left hand there. You can see that there are stables there on the left hand. There is a throng of moving people all around you. 3 Dragon Army soldiers are moving quickly around the way, and you can hear the sounds of what sounds like a Dragon L shifting inside of the stables near you.
Cool. I am going to move up to be able to touch both Godfrey and Levna and cast haste.
Oh God. Okay. Dragon Army Officer number 1 is going to is surprised this round. So has the surprise condition and cannot act. Rizira, it is your turn.
Okay. I think she's just gonna go up to the first. Actually, she's going to. Yeah, no, she's gonna go the first Dragon Army Officer, and take 2 attacks with it.
All right, make me those attack rolls.
Cap. First one's with advantage. My rolls are 3 and a 6, so I don't think even with my 6 plus 7 is 13. Probably doesn't hit.
Okay.
And a 12 plus 7, a 19 will hit.
19 will hit.
Cool. Good thing I get to choose when I apply sneak attack damage.
Right, ain't it the best?
It's great. So that doesn't, the only thing I don't get to add is my modifier. 16 points of piercing damage.
16 points of piercing damage are going to slam into this first Dragon Army officer, who is going to let out a bit of a grunt as he reels from the blow. Kelara, it is your turn. The Dragon Army officers looks like they were headed into the stables. They're about 15 feet from each other, basically 15 and 15, kind of staggered from north to south along the side of the stables.
Okay. I guess I will start with... You know what? I'm just gonna try and hit that one that Riz is tangling with right away. Just try and help bring him down as quick as I can.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm just gonna guiding bolt him.
All right, give it to me.
Or not with a nat 1!
Oh no.
Is that
Okay.
2 nat 1 nat 20?
Oh no. Okay, so with a nat 1, you are going to let out
Don't we have advantage?
you don't have advantage, you have surprise.
How does surprise work?
It means they don't
an
get to
extra
act the first
round.
round of combat. Okay. So there is Kelara, you are going to fire guiding bolt. It is going to sail over Rizira's head, and it should have hit this guy, but he kind of like dodges one of Rizira's strikes, and you just time it wrong. The side of the Dragonelle pen is going to explode, launching bits of shrapnel into the air. I need a dex save from Rizira.
$23.
Okay, so you would normally take half damage from shrapnel, but you have uncanny dodge, so you will not.
Evasion, yeah.
Evasion, pardon me. Shrapnel from the side of the stable is going to explode, but what that's going to do is block or create a hole as a Dragonelle comes forward. Never do that. As it lets out a scream because it was not surprised. It smelled you coming. Kelara, do you have anything else you'd like to do with your round?
No.
Okay.
I think I'll hold off on doing anything else right now.
Aurontiros, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Huh. Curious. He's going to be kind of like has a small vial of the substance that Aurontiros saw Dalamar collecting from the cave walls.
Oh no.
Smells
Like
rather
back
putrid, but I wonder. And mimicking the elven jutsu that Dalamar did and the words of magic, he's going to cast forth and arc out right on the side of the building which just exploded. Try his hand at a fireball.
What?
Okay, so that you can angle it so that it hits the Dragonelle, which no longer has cover because of the blown up Nat 1 building. And 2 of the 3 soldiers, I'm gonna roll for them. Dex save from the Dragonelle. What's my save, DC?
16.
The Dragonelle has a 15. That's a 5 for the first Dragon Army soldier and a 5 for the second Dragon Army soldier. Give it to me. So that's, I believe, 8d6.
Mother of God.
So Riz is with them. Do I need to make a dex save?
Not if he angles it just right, which he can, because it's a 20-foot
I'm angling
ball.
it just right so that you don't. But Rizira, duck.
I'm just wondering because it's a closed building, so I'm wondering how.
No, because Kelara blew out the wall, and fireball goes around corners according to the rules.
This is blew out the wall with purpose so that Aurontiros could fireball through it.
Yeah, it was all planned. It was
29.
part of- How much? 29?
29.
Okay, so that's going to grievously hurt the first dragon army soldier. He's still alive, but not by much. The next one is going to be down to... Okay, that sucks for him. Okay. The Dragonelle is going to be hit by this quite hard. And you think that it would have, like, some type of immunity to that. 29, God. Okay. So fire is going to lash out of your hands, explode on the wall. The Dragonelle is going to shriek in pain, and is going to take to the air, and is going to shriek and fly around and attack Aurontiros. In its
Can I
yes
give myself bardic inspiration?
yes. Oh, sorry, you still have your bonus action. That's right. What am I even doing?
I've
You
never
cannot
asked that all game.
inspire yourself as a
Or
bard.
can you not inspire
I
yourself?
didn't think
It
so.
specifically
bad.
says you cannot inspire yourself.
My bad.
It's
I was
been
just thinking
25 games, but I finally asked.
I've been
Um,
running like 100 games, 1,000 games of this, and I still forget it. So there we go.
But for the bonus action, I certainly will. That Rizira duck will be the
Inspiration.
bardic
for-
inspiration.
All right, that sounds good. Okay, so it's going to rush forward and try to attack you. It is going to try to make 2 rend attacks. What's your AC?
Well, that's not a good question. 16.
It's going to fly by and is going to lash out at you twice, and you are going to deftly dodge both of them. Yeah, I rolled a
Aurontiros
14.
is made out of paper, so
A 14 and a 10. Godfrey, it is your turn. You are hasted.
Oh boy, this is going to be quick. Okay, Godfrey's going to move over, just take a step over, and he's going to attack this big bird thing, dragon bird L-ish thing. All right, so that would be
You're going to hit it.
a 21.
Hit.
Perfect. And shoot, I should have done something else with that. 10 damage.
Okay.
Let's attack it again.
Okay.
Nice. 27. And this time it's going to be a tripping attack because why the heck not? So DC 17 strength save, please. Or 16, sorry, 16.
Fail.
Awesome. It's prone. So good luck getting away. And so that's 13 damage on that one.
Okay.
And then my haste action will be so much advantage, so little 20s. That'll be a 23.
Okay, roll me damage.
Another 13 damage.
All right. Rushing, you're going to swipe, cleaving one of its wings off. It tumbles to the ground, exposing its throat to you. How do you do it?
It's like I'm just gonna just very quickly just slash it quickly across the throat and then speed along on up
Okay.
over here to
Yep.
Rizira. Going to look at her and just nod, and that's going to be my commander's rally.
Okay.
Nice. All right. 6. I'm spending that bardic inspiration. 9 plus 7 is a 16.
Okay. That is... you're spending your bardic inspiration. Are you spending anything else? You have determination, if you'd like.
Oh, I have it back? Okay.
Yep.
Sure, I'll spend determination.
All right. What does that raise you to?
19.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Let's do it. Do. 13. 17 points of piercing damage.
Ooh. It plunges deep into his chest. He's still alive. Riz, you have determination yet again. And is barely alive at this point. What else you do, Godfrey? Anything else?
If that's the case, then I'm going to action surge.
Yep.
And 28.
That is a hit. Roll me damage.
12.
All right. That is... How do you want to do it? Riz pins him to the wall with her blade, basically.
Thanks for the assist. Smack.
He is
just
going to
thrust
fall.
right into it.
He is absolutely dead. And you have a couple more actions, I think, right? You have one more action at least.
One more attack, and I think still about 35 feet of movement. So first thing I'm going to do, since Riz is up here and coming in probably soon, I'm going to bait and switch with Riz and give Riz 6 to her AC.
Whoa, that's
All
nice.
right.
Until the end of my next turn, and then I'm gonna run up to the other guy and try and smack him.
All right, give it to me.
That'll be a 23
That's a hit.
for 16 points of damage, and I'm done my turn.
Okay. Rushing forward, that is going to skewer him. Then it is... they're still stunned. It is Levna's turn. Levna is going to rush forward, and with doubled speed, that's going to be 1 miss and 1 hit. And that's going to be another hit. That is not the right dice. That's going to be 6. 6 plus... Okay. Okay. 12, 18... All right, Levna is going to surge up next to you, and with 3 mighty swings of her greatsword, he is going to decapitate that one as well. There is a single one left as we move to the end of the round, and let me just roll for... All right, a Dragon L roars overhead and is going to strafe the battlefield. Suddenly, dust is going to kick up, and everything is going to be heavily obscured for this round. Top of the initiative, it is Hazeal. So
Okay,
ranged attacks
so-
will have disadvantage.
Yeah. I probably can't see the last guy, right?
You have disadvantage. Well, he's basically invisible, but you did see him beforehand. So any ranged attacks will
Yeah,
have
no,
disadvantage.
for the spell I want, it doesn't work. I need
Okay.
to be able to see him.
Okay.
I will move forward. I will dash forward, and that is probably all I can actually do this round.
All right, so move 50 feet.
But that's fine. I did a lot previously.
Sounds good.
My
All
camera's
right,
out of focus
down
again.
to Rizira.
Rizira's gonna bonus action, use her Forest Shroud to bamf right beside the guy for advantage on her attack with her rapier, and she'll make just 1 swing because she used her bonus action. So yes.
All right, do it.
Oh, that one's cocked. That's better. 22.
22 is going to hit. Roll me damage.
All right. Do. I keep thinking that's a 7 that I roll on the D8, but it's a 1, and that makes me sad.
I do the same thing. I'm like,
16.
oh.
20 points of piercing damage, and
20
that
points of
is
piercing damage. Oh,
her turn.
20 points of piercing damage is very bad for him. So rushing up, you are going to plunge your blade into the side of the dragon army officer. And, okay. Kelara, it is your turn. The area is heavily obscured.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna move up
Okay.
to be closer to the others, and I think that's gonna be it. I'll just
You can double move to kind of get up like a bit closer to everybody if you're not doing anything else.
yeah, sure. I'll get up right behind Godfrey and Levna.
Sounds good. All right. Now it is Aurontiros' turn. Aurontiros, what would you like to do?
Let us move 35 feet through the dust gale as close as possible to the fray. Or sorry, not. I forgot that the fray is an actual.
Yeah, the phrase is a literal thing in this.
Off I go. Bye, guys. and the singing blade will unsheath itself and close the distance
Okay.
between them. And that can go 30 feet on its turn on its own. So I believe both Aurontiros moving and their blade can, or rather just the blade can reach him.
That sounds good. You'll have disadvantage on the attack because of the obscuring.
This counts as a melee attack. Does that?
So
Like it's a magical melee.
Heavily obscured is basically invisible, if I'm not mistaken. Chris, double check that. It is, right?
Oh, sorry, I was looking for raid targets.
Heavily obscured is basically invisibility, right?
Heavily obscured.
Oh, I see.
believe-
It's
So it's
so
like
unless
there's so much,
I'm
so much dust, it
physically
counts
right
as
next
cover.
to them.
Total
It's-
cover.
Okay, no, that is fine. I was
pretty
just
sure.
trying to find a clever way to get around that.
I mean, it can still make an attack, though.
All right, let's go. 7 and a 19. I would turn that into.
You suffer from the blinded condition inside of here.
Okay. 17. Sorry, no. 14, but I will use determination to bump that to a 17.
Okay, that's going to fly by and not quite make contact, unfortunately.
Had to try.
You had to try. It was a good attempt. All right. Beneath you, it is Godfrey.
Okay, I'm going to run up to that guy and... Well, actually, first thing I'm going to run up to that guy and just stab him.
Okay, you have disadvantage because of heavily obscured.
Okay. So that would be a 12.
12 is going to be a miss.
All right, I'm going to use Precise Strike and give myself advantage.
Okay, sounds good. So you'll roll flat on that.
Yep, so that will be a 17.
17 is going to be a hit.
Awesome.
Oh, wait, pardon me. 17 to use your determination, I should say.
Yes.
Okay,
20.
Then 20 was definitely going to be a hit.
Oh, awesome. Wait, so that's 12, so that's 20 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I will use my haste attack. Oh, nat 1.
Okay. Lashing out. I'm going to say that he is going to get an attack on you. And oh, that's not going to hit. He's going to lash out at you, and you are going to feel the lance burn by your face, but are going to be put in a compromising position for his next attack, because it is his turn. You are going to take a swing.
I still have a bonus action.
Do you still? Okay.
Riz.
All right. So
Yes.
all right, Riz.
Perfect.
So you'll have disadvantage on your attack rolls because of his obscuring, but
Okay.
you are yeah.
Damn it! Fuck you! I'm sorry. Fuck you! I fucking rolled a nat 20 on a sneak attack, and I rolled a 15, so it's 22. But I'm still fucking pissed at
Well,
that.
did you? Okay. No, sorry.
That's okay. I'm saying
One
fuck
day.
you to the disadvantage, not you as a DM. I want to clarify. I'm not saying fuck you. I am saying fuck the
The
disadvantage.
dungeon
Alright.
remembered that.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your full sneak attack at least.
I know. 20, 24, 28 points of piercing damage.
How do you want to do it?
So Godfrey's in a compromising position.
Yes, he's about to get skewered.
Yeah,
Please
so
be careful.
she's gonna go uppies and launch off of Godfrey and just stab him in the eye.
And he is going to drop to the ground dead. The fight is over. Ahead of you, you can see that the passage beyond a cargo alcove at the north end of the Dragonel pens, you can see that there are several loose boards leaning against the cliff wall. Aurontiros, looking at that, you can notice a gap between the boards.
Quickly, everyone. That shortcut right here.
Let's move.
Cleaving aside the boards, or moving them aside, a passageway opens up. As you step inside, the wind that pulses throughout the cavern smells old, dangerous, dusty, and with the risky promise of what lies beyond as you approach the City of Lost Names. And that is where we're going to call game for the night as you defeat Chapter 5 of the Northern Wastes. Welcome to Level 8.
Yes.
Woo!
Level
All right.
8.
Level 8. All right, so folks, we'll level you up at the beginning of next game. And but next game is going to be our how to run. So if you have any questions, folks, please put them in our Discord, put them in any social media post, just tag us and we will try to answer your questions. And be sure to come here next week for that episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. A big thank you to all of our patrons at patreon.com/dorktales who allow this game to happen. A big thank you to our divine producer, Jan and Bob, who are my parents. Thank you to Precarious, our demonic producer, to our wizards of the Patreon, who are way more useful than Dalamar, Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, and Eddie Isaacs. To our high counts of the Patreon, I have to do a big thank you to Taryn, Buddy, Trizelta, Amberthist, Cubby Gummy, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Sergio, Chef Eladeth, Larouk, Sorcerer Sanguine, Mike Baxter, Kalin Whitebeard, who are all over there helping Darrett survive in the battle, because those are all NPC names over there, I'm sure. A big thank you to all of you who are watching as well. If you want to watch a bunch of extra episodes, head to patreon.com/dorktales and support the channel directly. But hey, just watching, giving us likes, and subscribing is a lot for us. So thank you so much for that. Finally, a big thank you to our friends at Bookwyrm Games for sponsoring this stream. Go check out their Kickstarter right now at questchest.info. And with that, we'll see you back on Kryn next week with our How to Run Chapter 5. Good night, everybody.